only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans. Go time on a Friday morning as we get into a football weekend. Oh, man, that exhibition season. It took me about 4 minutes to just say preseason football can kiss my asterisk. I mean, there's an asterisk on everything you see. I think I have gleaned this. The preseason interest and excitement about watching the game, it's kind of divided by which of the two categories your team falls into. And are you entering the season? Is your team every season built on hope, or is it built on contending? If you're a contending team, man, if you're a fan of a contending team, you don't care which undrafted is flashing, which backup looks like he could be pressing to be a starter. Those things don't matter. Like when we watch the Jaguars this week, and we'll get excited, or next week, and we'll get excited, sure, about a sixth-round draft pick making a third or fourth quarter play. But at the end of the day, for us as a fan base, for our feelings to be realized, let's be honest, those guys won't have a thing at all to do with it. At all. Many years here, that wasn't the case. We were searching for diamonds in the rough to flash. You could go from a preseason fifth-teamer to a starter on this football franchise for a lot of years. Constantly searching for and quite frankly, the difference between the starters and the second team, fringe third team. The preseason games could give us ammunition and want to see guys play in the regular season. I don't think the Jaguars could do much outside of the top, outside of the depth chart and a half, right? You got 22 starters. I'll give you another 12 players integral to, outside of special teams, integral to success this year. And yeah, you're going to get some moments right here and there from the rest of that roster. But by and large, if you're a contending team, the preseason isn't going to float your boat much as a fan. Not as it speaks to this year's, chances. So if you're a Texans fan, you realize that last night. Bears fan, I don't know how you watch it. I guess you get excited about Colin Johnson. Y'all remember that name? Y'all remember Colin Johnson? That name ring a bell with anybody? Here on a football team, searching for a little depth at the bottom. It's preseason game number 1. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. What does Colin Johnson do against a first-team corner in moments that matter? He's in his 4th year now. Colin Johnson was drafted by the Jags, gang. Remember? Receiver out of Texas, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And didn't we wring our hands at the end of preseason back when we were a 4-win football team about whether or not to keep Colin Johnson as camp ended? Yes, we did. Been sitting in this chair for a long time. So he flashed a little bit for the Bears last night. But no matter what you see, Cam Akers was good last night for the Texans. That's great. That's real. Running against the defense 2.5 of the Chicago Bears, Cam Akers looked spry. That's awesome. What it means when that's Armstead, Walker, Hines, Allen. Then we'll see. So a bunch of the kick's a big flop, wasn't it? It wasn't exciting at all. Felt like a fair catch was in play. By the way, if you get the ball at the 20 by landing it in the end zone, why would any team not just kick it through the end zone? If your kicker can consistently land it in the end zone, newsflash, all you special teams coaches out there that are scheming and wheeling and dealing and grinding your gears or how to execute this play. This is how you execute the play. You kick it into the end zone, you give it to him at the 20. Boom. It sure seems like you're playing with fire when you kick it to him in that, quote, landing zone, doesn't it? It sure seems with all those guys there, some seams and alleys are going to open and guys are going to be off. No, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. It doesn't. But it's like a running play. I mean, if you hand the ball off 40 times a game. Although you only return 4 or 5 kicks, I guess. Ratio is probably the same. Probably about the same as a running back busting through the line and getting into open field. But, man, if it's me and I'm defending on this, what do they call it? A dynamic kick? Put some
dynamic.
Some ridiculous label on that. There's nothing dynamic about it at all. It's the opposite of dynamic. And nothing happened in the kick last night. Oh, by the way, the weather blew. Where do they play this game? The rainforest? Is it me, or does it seem like every year the Hall of Fame game is surrounded by some sort of catastrophe? Whether they've painted the field wrong, or COVID has knocked it out, or the NFL's in a lockout, or some sort of monsoon in Canton, Ohio. Hey, if you were up there with the Jags couple years ago, you know what I'm saying? That game didn't start for probably an hour delay, did it? We got swamped with a big storm up there on game night. And then the sun came out. It was beautiful for Tony's induction. But, actually, on the game night, the weather was awful. That I can remember delays. I couldn't tell you the exact games. I don't have a whole lot of interest, I find, in these play the starters for a half a quarter or a quarter. I'll watch for half a quarter or a quarter. But, man, I got Tyler Badgett against, the kid from Stanford. I mean, the quarterback for the Texans is C.J. Stroud.
Davis Mills?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Davis Mills.
No. That's really not doing it for me. So, anywho, this preseason is underway. I'll feel the same thing about the Jags. Typically Andy Reid plays his guys in the preseason, and Doug Peterson, to this point, has been, non-committal. The possibility of the starters playing is certainly there. So next week in the Jags preseason opener at home against the Chiefs, we may very well see the stars for at least 6-7 minutes. Oof, that's a tough watch for me. I mean, watching preseason football to me is not just a tad bit. If you're watching your own team, there's name recognition. But, man, if you're watching other teams, it's not much different than this spring football. It's really not. Occasional big name flops on the screen every now and then. And by the way, I understand the preseason games certainly serve a purpose for the coaches. I'm not saying it's dumb to not play, your first stringers, your more name of value players. But for fans, it's not interesting. It's not fun. It's not exciting. I mean, if you super love football, I'm sure there are a couple of you sitting there right now saying, what are you talking about? I watched the whole game. It was awesome. Football's back. I get it. Football's back in September. When that number that they're hanging in the column, either left side or right side, when it matters, there's also this. Who cares who won the game? By the way, a game that ended in the third quarter with, the rainforest flared up again. Back to Peterson. Takes this slight little break. Yesterday they were off. They'll practice again today and then tomorrow in the stadium. If you can get your ticket, you get your tickets online there. They're free, but you need those to get checked in if you want to go down to the stadium and watch tomorrow's practice session. I'm not going to call it a scrimmage. I think they're just going to let you watch what they're doing. I don't think you'll see, a ton. If he had a message for his squad right now, this from the Doug Peterson Show, which you hear each and every week right here on 1010XL.
Really, the message is we got to continue to build. The messaging back in the offseason was change and development, and we were gonna change some things offensively and defensively, but we were going to develop our entire roster, and that was the theme. And we kind of carried that into training camp. We're still in developmental mode because as you know, we need to play some of these young players and some of our new free agents and all of that, but. At the same time, too, we've got to learn from last year, and we've got to get better and improve as a football team. We got to learn how to finish, and that to me was the biggest message or coaching point that I had, with the football team when we reported.
Yeah, listen, and he for sure is imprinting that on his team. If we went back and went through the arsenal of 1010XL mic flags and all of the great interviews we've rounded up for y'all over the course of camp to this point. Over a dozen players. 80% of them in their 6 or 7 Q&A session get to the we got to finish. It's obvious that's being pounded home. Now, look, we can all power positive thinking ourselves to a great day. You have to take those words and put them into effect. It would seem a natural inclination that you got to finish. There's a scoreboard. There's a season. There are standings. We'll hear much more from Doug Peterson when we come back on the other side as the Jags get ready to put it in kind of a different little gear. I think they'll go from first gear to second gear when they return for the, public stadium practice on Saturday. And then it's game week. They'll get ready for a preseason opener against the Kansas City Chiefs. The FSU Seminoles open 3 weeks from tomorrow. Mike Norvell spreading the brand on Sirius XM radio yesterday. I'm going to let you hear from what the coach has to say about FSU's upcoming season. We'll do that next segment as well. Get you caught up on the latest from the Olympics. Man, we are living in a golden era of GOATs. Katie Ledecky, Simone Biles. We just watched Michael Phelps hang it up. Even on the tennis courts, we've seen Novak Djokovic, these Olympiad. LeBron James certainly playing his most meaningful, or the latest really meaningful basketball. I'm not phrasing that exactly. Not a lot of years left for him. Very, very goaty Olympiad to this point. I did think of this. Granted, I'm different from most of y'all out there. Well, not if you're a 6 o'clocker. Some of you may be more in this boat. But by 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I have the freedom to plop it down there. And about 3 o'clock, I've determined this, about 3 o'clock here in the afternoon, finals are going on and stuff over there. You're catching the finals of swimming or, I guess now we'll get the track started. There's still some swimming going. I think I've come up with a huge miss by the sports world outside of the big 3 or 4 sports that dominate the world. I'm going to share this. It's network quality thinking, but in a fun, lighthearted way. We'll do that when we come back. Talk to Captain Kev and more. We're up and at him on a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust him for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, a 1010XL Summer Olympic Update. Brought to you by USAPark.net Airport Parking.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games. Simone Biles becomes the first U.S. gymnast with 6 gold medals. She wins the individual all-around for the second time after pulling out of the final in Tokyo.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
At 27, Biles is the oldest woman to win the all-around since 1952. Suni Lee takes the bronze. In the pool, Katie Ledecky gets the silver as part of the 200-meter freestyle relay, her 13th Olympic medal, a record for American women. And 57 straight Olympic wins for the U.S. women's basketball team to lock up a spot in the quarterfinals. With this Summer Games update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Mia here, get it all when you shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Just listen to this. Over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 100 pickups, over 50 luxury vehicles. That's over 600 vehicles, and they're all in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, you get Arlington's 60-day exchange program and financing help from their Credit for Everyone program. Shop online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, we're certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money gang. I'm not an expert when it comes to investing, 401ks versus SEP IRAs. What do I do? Well, I ask the experts. The experts are the ITP Partners. How do I know they're experts? Because my money is growing and growing and growing as I move closer to retirement. And that is Jeff Hartman. That is Chris Bryan. That is Reagan Wright. That is Dan Abel. That is Reed Wingate. Those are my ITP partners and 3 generations of Hickens invest with our friends at ITP Partners, including my son, Drew. And it ain't cookie cutter stuff. They listen. They give us individualized strategies. Our goals are their priority. So it's a great time. If you're not doing anything right now, get in the game. Let someone else do it for you. ITP Partners are always there to help. You need info, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
This is the sound of real people across Florida betting on sports. It's the sound of winning your bet, only on Hard Rock Bet. And if your first bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sportsbook. Your home for betting hoops for any sport you choose. Download Hard Rock Bet now and get 2 shots at your first bet. Win, or you'll get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris feature incredible athletes and is the 3rd time the Olympics will be held in Paris. If you're planning to attend, USAPark.net Airport Parking salutes your support of our American athletes. So no matter where you're going, whether you're traveling to the Olympics to support our athletes or just visiting Grandma, remember to park at USAPark.net.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler.
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller.
That's right, Irv. If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool.
Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Mia O'Brien is going to be the first woman president of the United States of America.
Catch me weekdays from noon to 2 on Helmets and Heels.
And she could run later this year even, and I would vote for her.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota on 1010XL.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I want to make our backyard into a paradise. But where do I start?
A few people I know chose CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They do it all. Fire pits, pergolas, and custom outdoor kitchens.
That sounds convenient, but I don't want a half dozen subcontractors milling around.
CSS is a licensed contractor, so they do 100% of the work themselves, from start to finish.
That's perfect. Let's get an estimate.
Well, I already toured their showroom last week.
Ha! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do it.
CSSOutdoor.com. 1010XL is presented by Barra & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
We got some scary breaking news at the Olympics. A Slovakian swimmer has collapsed after an Olympic IM. She's a swimmer, and they were in the 200-meter individual medley. Her name is Tamara Potaka. She was given oxygen, taken out on a stretcher. This has literally happened in the last half hour, and no details other than that. So we'll keep you posted. It had that Damar Hamlin feel to it. It wasn't down as long. Didn't have to get out the equipment, at least from what I'm gathering here as this story is breaking this morning. So prayers for that young lady this morning. And meanwhile, we will keep it in the water here on the First Coast with Captain Kev joining us. And obviously all eyes on that weather. And
yeah.
And Kev, I guess, look, when you're watching weather, especially if you're thinking about fishing around storms either coming or going, you know, obviously you got to remember it's not just like the day it's going to be here and at its worst, right? I mean, you look for,
I mean,
what happens before.
It's interesting. You know, we have King of the Beach tomorrow, which is just an absolute huge tournament, Kingfish tournament, and. So the weather's been all over the place, Jeff. I mean, yesterday, seriously, I saw 15 to 20 out of the south. I get up this morning and it's 5 to 10 out of the south. So I think that system that's coming up. I mean, it's affecting everything all in different ways. But I think it's going to be a beautiful day. There's 30% chance of rain. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm skipping the outdoor show tomorrow and fishing the King of the Beach. I don't know how many boats they ended up with. Obviously, I had the forecast show last night. The captain's meeting was last night. So I'm sure they probably got over 600 boats. So it's going to be a big tournament. The biggest problem is there's no bait, buddy.
Yeah, you've been singing that song for 6 weeks, friend.
It's terrible. It is.
Why? Do you know why yet?
No, it's cyclical, Jeff. If you remember last year, I mean, literally, you go out to St. Augustine Inlet, you throw the net one time, you fill up the well, and you look at the ocean and you go, okay, where are we going to go?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this year, and again, you and I have been doing this a long time. You know me. July and August, I don't leave the beach. I don't
Right.
go offshore.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't have to. I can find kingfish. I can find tarpon, and I can't do it. If you don't have any bait, I mean, I'm literally taking squid and shrimp and going offshore and bottom fishing and trying to catch some live grunts and stuff like that for kingfish baits.
Wow.
Wow. Tomorrow, my advice to all the people that are going to fish, don't leave the inlet, until you feel like you've got enough bait to fish. Because here's the deal, Jeff, you can't go outside the boundary. The boundary's 4 miles, so you can't run offshore,
catch bait,
jig baits and come back in. So
interesting.
It's going to be a very interesting.
This sounds like a similar setup to that old school that we did earlier in the summer.
It was the good thing about old school was it's by the way, it's basically the same rules.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Paul's tournament's the first of the year. King of the Beach is the last of the year, and they're by far two of the biggest tournaments that we have. And they do an awesome job. It's the only two tournaments I fish. And here's the deal: everybody's got a chance. It doesn't matter whether you got a big boat, small boat.
Correct.
You can only go 4 miles.
You know who doesn't have a chance? The guy with no bait.
Yeah, that's. I mean, seriously, there might be guys pulling spoons, pulling ballyhoo. You know what I mean? I mean, that's you got to do what you got to do. But like I said, don't leave the inlet.
Yeah.
And now here's the deal. It could show up today. It could show up tomorrow. But I don't think so. I mean, it's been too long, Jeff. And not only that, the water is absolutely gorgeous in the surf, and that's just not conducive for bait. So, and by the way, the kingfishing's been okay. I mean, you really don't know because I never would have left the beach yesterday. The water is absolutely gorgeous. And I was thinking, man, if I just had 20 pogies, I'd stay right here.
Yeah.
But I went offshore yesterday with no live bait, or last 2 days, no live bait at all.
Oof.
So yeah,
that sounds like fun. It sounds like a golfer. Yeah, I just played 4 rounds with no clubs. Man, it was fun.
Well, it's better than what did I go through like 4 weeks ago where I went 4 days without a bite. June and July June and July were not banner months. That's for damn sure.
Well, I mean, at least you're not getting paid to take people out to find fit. Oh wait, checks notes.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You don't have that pressure. We've talked about that before. What's the water temp? Is that gone back to normal?
Yeah. So we had that little northeast wind on Sunday and Monday, and it turned everything over.
Okay.
It blew
back
all
in the
that
80s.
Yeah, 83 and a half.
Amazing the difference. 7-8 degrees.
Yeah.
I bet you surf fishing must be awful right now.
Surf fishing's got to be fantastic.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh my God, yeah.
Nice.
There's that really, really pretty water on that high tide yesterday. I ran the beach back home, for like 3 or 4 miles, and you could up there in a foot of water. I could see that just beautiful green water up there. So
okay,
I'm sure you catch some whiting for sure.
Yeah, right. For sure, the brim fishermen. You're talking.
Yeah, that's right. But good for them. Good for the tournament. I'm glad that the weather looks like it's. I mean, it's just been all over the place, and also just looking at this system that's coming up. The last model that I've seen is it goes into the Gulf.
Yeah.
So
there's some that have it circling back at us, like it does sometimes when it goes that way. But
it does, but it's got to come across the state.
And that's not until like middle of the week, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And I think that starting like Sunday, we're supposed to get a lot of rain, and it looks. But like I said, that forecast is everywhere. Yeah. I mean, I saw that for next week. I mean, I literally saw 40-mile-an-hour winds, and now I'm looking at 10 miles an hour out of the southwest.
Yeah, the spaghetti noodles are going all over the place on that.
They are.
Yeah,
yes,
at
they
this
are.
point. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate it, my brother. Good luck this
all
weekend.
Buddy, have a great weekend.
All right. There he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor. The best in the business. I call him the GOAT. Meanwhile, the GOAT's on display at the Olympics. Simone Biles becomes the most decorated gymnast in U.S. history. She, quote, does it again, a record 6th Olympic gold, her 9th overall medal. Her rightful position at the top of the podium, the 27-year-old, the best in the sport. That's 6 Olympic golds. And by the way, she's still got 3 or 4 more chances in the individual. So we'll see just how high her overall total goes because she's at 9. And Katie Ledecky became the most decorated U.S. female Olympian ever with a relay medal in the swimming pool yesterday. There was another GOAT. That's 13. So is she done? I'm not sure. I'm not going to go more deep than that. But both these two female GOATs, as it were, Ledecky and Biles, both doing it again yesterday. All right. Listen, Mike Norvell, is he the GOAT of the transfer portal? Buddy, if you took away what Norvell has melded together via the transfer portal these last few years, who knows what the Knowles progress report would look like. But, I mean, you just look at the guys that took off to the NFL this year. Think about it. Jared Verse, first rounder. Transfer. Keon Coleman, second rounder. Transfer. Johnny Wilson, transfer. Trey Benson, transfer. Fisk, transfer. I mean, the majority of the Knowles NFL draft class were in Tallahassee for a trip to the IHOP. You know, they portaled in many for a year, others for 2 or 3 years. So the transfer portal has been fantastic, and it's been fantastic because of these so few swings and misses. Here's Norvell on Sirius XM Radio.
We've taken the right transfers, and there's plenty of programs out there that have taken a whole lot more than we have. It's just we've gotten guys that have come in and they've been able to achieve, and they've been able to, like I mentioned earlier, complement the guys that we have where it's help elevate a team. And it's always about finding that right fit, and to who it is, to the skill, to the talent, to the opportunity that we have within our program. It all has to work.
Well, they'll be counting on him front and center, or should I say under center. DJ Uiagalelei is the, transfer quarterback that's, now in charge of keeping this momentum going, and certainly a playoff appearance is right there for the taking for Florida State. They don't even have to be as successful and good as they were a year ago, I don't think, to make that 12. And it all gets started 3 weeks from tomorrow in Dublin, Ireland against Georgia Tech. Got to hear from Doug Peterson on the Doug Peterson Show. And speaking of FSU transfers, check in on Jared Verse with his early take on Rams camp. That and more when we return. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family, right? That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, but have you done your last will? Matt wants to know, besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning will also help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes at will. Matt Hinson will listen, help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty, 904-527-1700. That's 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hon, what do you say we go to the supermarket today?
Again? Weren't we just there yesterday?
Well, yeah, but it's just so nice and cool in there.
Why don't we just get our air conditioning fixed?
Can we afford it?
We can with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. They offer financing.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it will be.
Beat the Florida heat with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Jacksonville area's AC experts. Repairs to new installations. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
The power of a personal recommendation. I had a buddy call and say, hey, man, you got to get the word out on my guy, Doc Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. I'm feeling better than I ever had. This guy has worked miracles with me. So from your general practicing health, and that's what you get with your doctor on demand, Paul Bousset. But more importantly, dudes, as you're aging out there and some things have notably lesson for you, or look, the fatigue has set in, you wonder where's all your energy gone for any and all activities you want to take part in. The testosterone treatments that are available these days, which are so minimally invasive and so powerfully effective, can change the way you're feeling day to day. And I mean as simple as chronic pain in your back to your sexual vitality, chronic fatigue, chronic pain, everything from crippling allergies. Find the cause, get your hormones in balance, and feel better. Do it. Call 619-3609, 619-3609, Integra Concierge Medicine.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, when it comes to insurance, we all think kind of like this, I think. We pay lots of money monthly. Sometimes we add up those numbers in our head. If something happens and we need you immediately. That's what Craig and Chris Kaprowski do. This husband and wife team have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. If something happens and you need the Kaprowskis, you call them, they answer, and they jump on the case immediately. If they can't, they'll call you right back. It's called customer service. And it's something the Kaprowskis don't take lightly. You don't have to leave them messages over and over again. Whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, the Kaprowskis will be there for you at your time of need. How do I know? Because I can speak personally from this. They've helped me. They've helped my daughter. They've helped my son numerous times. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprowski at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprowski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com or call 478-8422. 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprowski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
I-9 Sports wants to make sure kids all over the First Coast can enjoy growing up on a field or in a gym. And right now, fall and winter registration is open. Find out what I-9 Sports offers across Duval, Clay, and St. John's. I9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing on their CFNA card, plus $50 off your next service. Frank Frangie here. With no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, their skilled technicians have you covered. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 To learn more and schedule an appointment at one of their 5 locations. Big Chief Tire keeps jacks rolling.
Hey there, weekend warriors. It's Matt Hayes. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Waco 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major. Year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just about 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy among your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist pumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars head man, Doug Peterson, expressed what he wants to see from training camp.
I want to see what guys know. Are they running the right routes? I want to see if Trevor's going through the progression.
Jag OC Press Taylor likes the progress of first-round pick Brian Thomas.
From the day he got here, he's gotten better every single day. And that's all we're looking forward to. I mean, we don't need him ready to play week 1 today. We need him ready to play week 1.
The Jaguars continue to receive high marks in the newest version of Madden. Jaguar running back Travis Etienne and edge rusher Josh Hines Allen both ranked number 6 at their respective positions. They're joined in the number 6 slot by tight end Evan Ingram, who has the 6th highest overall score of any tight end in the game at 88. And that's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We had a red zone day a couple days ago, and Trevor had success there, and he was able to find, Brian Thomas, and he was able to find, Gabe Davis in the back of the end zone and do the things that we know we can do. So, you take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, the defense is always, a step or two ahead of where the offense usually is at this time.
That is Doug Peterson on the Doug Peterson Show. You can hear that each and every week, Thursday nights on 1010XL. Listen, let me tell you where they're not worried about Trevor Lawrence. They're worried about running the football, and they well should be. Do they know? Is it not a point of emphasis that Trevor, particularly the fumbles, knock it off? Sure. But that's not the assumption is that happens. They got to get the running game going again, man. They got to get physical up front. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 can't be the death sentence in relative terms that it became for the Jaguars. So if you're at camp this morning, you can expect this. Expect to hear the pads popping.
A short yardage goal line day, and it's actually the first day we're going to tackle live to the ground. And so, again, I do it a couple of times, as you know, throughout training camp, and tomorrow's going to be one of them. We'll have a move the ball kind of a scrimmage at the end of the day tomorrow, a little bit longer than it was the other day. And then we go into the stadium on Saturday. We're looking forward to practicing in the stadium, especially for the new guys that haven't done that before. On Saturday, pads come off Sunday, and then we got one more good padded day on Monday before the players get the next day off, and then we get ready for Kansas City.
So when he said tomorrow, that is actually today, because, again, that's from the Doug Peterson Show last night, and you hear it here on 1010XL. We're going to circle back for Football Fix here in just a second, but, man, I got to offer up today's Daily's Double Take. I'm brought to you by The Dash. You want to be king of the tailgate next Saturday? You don't need a grill, all right? No one needs to taste your delicious chili. Get a sack of subs from the Daily's Dash. Winner. Take them a whole mess of Duval, and you'll be good to go. Deliciousness waiting for you at the, more than 24 Dash locations, all dotting the First Coast. And today's Daily's Double Take is are we all aware of what Bobby Witt Jr. just did? Bobby Witt Jr. is a Major League Baseball player. That means he plays at the highest level of baseball. That means the very best twirlers, as it were, the very best pitchers in the entire world are 60 feet and 6 inches away from Bobby Witt Jr. every time he steps into the batter's box as a major leaguer, as is the case, in fairness, for every other player in the bigs. It's hard to hit a ball coming at you 90 to 100 and moving. It's hard. Well, it's hard for most. Today's Daily's Double Take. Bobby Witt Jr., as the calendar turns to August, just had a July where he hit 489. Did y'all hear what I said? 489. These college studs who stand way above everyone else, you know, the Cagliones and the Condons, they don't even hit 489. 23 games, 100 plate appearances, hit 489. His OPS was 1.353. Listen, the All-Star break stole a week of playing time, but in 23 games, he had 44 hits, 8 doubles, a triple, 7 homers, 22 RBIs, and 26 runs. Now up to 349 on the year. Got 30 doubles, got 19 homers, got 10 triples, 76 RBIs. The Royals drafted Caglione. Man, the potential for those two back-to-back moving forward is that'd be another Daily's Double Take. Perhaps that's coming in the near future. So, listen, hit your hunger right in the gut on game day with a sack of subs from the Daily's Dash. Pure deliciousness. Braves won again yesterday. The Soler effect hasn't really taken root yet. I saw he took another 0 for hitting leadoff for the Braves, struck out 2 times, went 0 for 3 last night. But the home run bats are heating up. Riley and Olsen are getting hot. I think for Olsen, is that now like 6 homers in 7 games or 5 homers in 6 games?
I'll tell you in a second, but yeah, he's getting hot. He hit one of the chop house last night, and you can tell he's starting to find that groove again.
Yeah, the Braves got it back to 10 games. Again, still a lot closer to the wild card than they are to the Philadelphia Phillies, but they have shaved that down to 6. The Phillies are out west. Tough road trip for 10 games. We'll see. They got to go Seattle, the Dodgers, and then the Diamondbacks. 10 in a row out west in August that's a tough trip for East contenders. Hick knows that through the Mets. If you're a baseball fan, you know that a lot of Augusts have been ruined by 8-game road trips out west, or in this case for the Phillies, a 10-game trip. And by the way, the Braves have one coming up as well that will include the Giants and the Rockies, among others. So, anywho, that's where the baseball sets up. The Braves have kind of found themselves a little bit. The power stroke, in particular, has come back. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Let me give you some news and notes, some headlines, some highlights from around the National Football League. Yeah, the dynamic kick, not so much. By the way, I messed up the kickoff rules because, of course, I did. I guess they're telling me if it lands in the landing zone and then, squibs into the end zone, you get it at the 20. If it's a full touchback, you get it at the 30. That was either explained wrong by Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, or they made it so complicated that I misunderstood. But nonetheless, the dynamic kick was not so dynamic. I said this earlier. If you're like a hoping team, you take stuff like the third-string quarterback throwing 2 or 3 touchdowns as newsworthy. In this case, Brett Rippon for the Bears. If you're a contending team, like the Texans, a fan, I mean, what did last night do? Huh? Yeah, nothing. Because the guys that made plays last night, because you're a contending team, will be bit players in whatever success you have this year. It's the beauty of your growth chart. The Bears are certainly intriguing on offense. I mean, just a reminder last night of what the Bears did this offseason to give Caleb Williams, DJ Moore re-signed. They got Keenan Allen from the Chargers. They drafted Rome Odunze in the top 10. And then they also got DeAndre Swift at running back, the former Dog. We'll see. Continuing with the football fix, the judge has now ruled in favor for the NFL, and they've tossed that Sunday ticket verdict that was going to be class action $3 billion or so. What a shock. What a shock they side with a shield. We got a couple injuries around the NFL. DeAndre Hopkins going to miss 4 to 6 weeks for the Titans. He's got a knee injury. Justin Herbert has a plantar fascia injury, a little worse than the fasciitis, and he's expected to miss the rest of camp, and they hope to have him back by week 1. Geno Smith in Seattle going to go get tested on a pair of injuries that he suffered the past, week since camp opened. He's missed 2 straight practices. Don't forget, Sam Howell ended up there, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Geno, 32 years old. Sam Howell acquired in March with a trade with the Commanders. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. We got the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson, with us today. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
What's up? I'm Miles.
Hey, and I'm Jara.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich is how the flavors come together. First, I taste the smoky grilled chicken, then the pepper bacon with that maple bun, added with the sweet heat and the pickles.
I'm really sold on the pickle. It meets you in the middle with the sweetness and the heat.
It's spice-tastic.
Yum-licious.
Flavoristic.
The sandwich of the summer. The Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich.
Order the Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Hey, I get here from my friends at Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane, his dad, his guys from here taking care of people who live here, people like us. The Hickens have used Lockhart Construction not once, not twice, many times. In fact, even my son Drew, they did a terrific job on his siding outside of his home. They gave us a new bathroom. I say their family gives your family a better living experience. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. It's real simple, and they are fast, they are friendly, they are affordable, they're clean. They're in your house every day while they're doing it, so those are all important. If you have a construction need, a construction thought, a remodel idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you right back. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865, 994-3865.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hurricane season on the First Coast can leave you in the dark, so why not get a head start on storm season with a home generator system from American Electrical? They've sold and installed more generators in Jacksonville than any other company around, with scores of whole home generator installations throughout North Florida. That's right, American Electrical has been installing and repairing thousands of generators for over a decade in Duval. Keep your loved ones and property protected. Log on to american-electrical.com and see how they can help you.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and it is hot out there. You know that, Greg. But Honda has a plan for you on or off the road.
They do. There's a ton of Honda scooters, Honda mini motos, great for the beach. Also get you out in the woods with a Honda side-by-side. Plenty to do and stay cool.
Yeah, four-wheelers, and you can trick them out.
We can. From stereo systems to big builds, we do it all.
Everything's there for you to see. CyclesOfJacksonville.com online or on Atlantic near Regency. Check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Hello, sports fans. Hicken here. Let's talk skin. I and Beach's Dermatology are reminding you to wear your sunscreen. If you're an active parent hanging at the fields, in your boat to fish, or like to chill at the sandbar, wear sunscreen. But if you're the one that decided for years it's not cool, guess what? Cancer isn't cool either. So when grabbing the clubs for your tea time, gassing up the boat, or grabbing the chairs for your kids' games, make sure you bring the screen. Any concerns now? Give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Gator head coach Billy Napier continues to be impressed with this year's team.
The best compliment I can give this team is that all parts of our organization that work with them independent of football just say it's a different group. You know, a guy walks up to him and says, "Hey, coach, I don't know what's going on around here, but this group, never seen that locker room look like it looks right now."
Knowles head coach Mike Norvo says day 7 of camp was good for the most part.
There was some good and bad in today. I thought there were some times offensively we were sloppy, had some missed opportunities. I thought the defense did a good job for the most part in the run game. Thought it was a good work day.
Florida quarterback Graham Mertz has been named to the 2024 All-State Waffle Trophy preseason watch list. The award is granted to the FBS athlete who best embodies the spirit of service and humanitarianism. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
78 degrees at 7:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody,
You know it! Sweet Friday! A little emotion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey, ho! Yeah! Football Fridays, baby.
Yeah. It's taken like 10 minutes for preseason football to just kiss my asterisk. I mean, nothing means anything, right? This doesn't mean anything.
It's horrible last night. Here's what I learned. The kickoff was highly overrated.
Yeah.
The anticipation was
anti-dynamic.
Was awful. I never saw I thought we were going to have the computer-generated measurements and stuff. I didn't see any of that. What happened
I
to
guess
that?
they didn't use, right, the Hawkeye or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe
where was the Hawkeye?
Maybe Canton, also known as the Bermuda Triangle, doesn't have the capability. I don't know.
And then Degenerate Dan, I guess we could throw the games out. I haven't checked this morning, but the game was called. It got rainy, so we're not playing.
That's probably good for
We
you.
got money. We're coming back. We're gonna get a late touchdown, and we went over too. We would have broke even.
Well, no, you don't. You said
I said a slight lean,
but you said dude didn't
well,
say
I
play.
got desperate. It was boring, so I laid the money. I don't know what to tell you.
That's okay. I know what to tell you. Good. That's the good Lord sending you a message. Don't bet on the preseason.
Come on, man. What's happening here? Speaking of, that Hard Knocks is coming with the Bears, and the rookies have to go up there and have to explain what's cooking. Like I'm Jeff Prosser. I was a first-round draft pick out of Florida. My signing bonus was $25.5 million. Caleb Williams had to do that. Tyler Badgett, who played last night, and you see why he doesn't make 25. It's like,
Here's an idea. Be good.
Yeah.
Be really good at it, and you can make that kind of money.
That one sticks. 25.5. A lot of guys that get up there. I'm undrafted from Missouri State. I got $30,000 in a used Toyota sedan.
Right? Yeah. I've had my car since college.
Yeah.
Look, every year it seems like my patience gets a little bit less. And I think this too, Hick.
I watched a good amount. I watched the whole first half.
I watched most of it. It was just on. I wasn't enjoying it per se. I tell you what was I've determined this. When you have a good team, a contending team, the preseason is more boring. Because the guys making plays and flashing, they're not going to affect your title chances.
Yeah,
like we're
likely.
not going to see some third team guy for the Jags in the preseason, be a part of our core of winning. And when you're a bad team, those guys do matter. They can become starters. So when you're a bad team, you watch the preseason with, some hope. When you're a contending team, then, it's good for the coaches.
Yeah.
They can make some depth chart decisions.
I saw our old friend Colin Johnson. He had a big drop right off the rip, and I was like, oh, gosh, no, this guy's still in the league. And then he got hot, and he started making plays, and I was like, good for him.
Yeah. Where's the asterisk in the column? Because I'm sure that's a third-team corner he's going up against, right?
Sure. I mean, that's how it is, but you can only do what you can only do.
For
but
sure.
Yeah.
It's UFL. It's spring football, really.
Trying to make a name for yourself going forward. So.
Next week, it may be a little different. Look, Andy Reid is notorious for playing his guys some in the preseason. I don't know about game one, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of that game, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question. Dreamfinders Homes, of course, the official home builder of the tour, the Gators and the Jags. Boy, they are they're everywhere in Jacksonville. I was driving at the beach last night. We went out to grab we were in the mood for a slice of pizza. So we went out to the beach to get a slice of pizza. And I saw a Dreamfinders site where they're building some condos. So anyway, pretty much everywhere. But after watching the Houston Texans backups in the Hall of Fame game, what are we thinking?
Okay.
More depth than us. What me worry? Split last year. Bring it on. AFC South's going to be a tight battle.
Boy, those I could make arguments for just about all those.
Thank you very much.
I think I don't. You could have asked me this question before the game, I guess. Like for my answer. My answer would be last night didn't change my opinion on anything. I think it'll be a tight battle.
Okay. I thought they looked pretty good with Davis Mills at the helm,
which they should. He's got 25 NFL starts.
Yeah. So anyway, right now AFC South tight battle has 31.6, but your leader is split last year. Bring it on, 34.5.
Similar answer.
More depth than us, 20.4. What me worry, 13.6. You can vote at Dan Hicken on
I don't know
social
if in fact, I don't know if they have more depth. I think they have better frontline players. I think their starters are a little more acclaimed. I don't know if last night showed me more depth.
All right, we'll get off the sidelines and into the game. Quality Built Homes, you can call your own. DreamFindersHomes.com. They'll help you navigate your home purchase. And by the way, for a limited time, if you think, oh, man, the interest rates are too high, well, Dreamfinders is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. So, again, go to DreamFindersHomes.com for more details. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Woo! Woo! But, yeah, I hated the kickoffs. I mean,
there's nothing to them.
It looks like they're right. It looks like they're right on you.
It's kind of the same thing. Basically, now for a touchback, instead of the 25, they get the 30. That's basically the difference.
The guys after the game were saying, they feel like if you can make that one cut, there's going to be more explosive plays. We just didn't see any last night. They seem like they were covered well. I don't know.
It looks dicey.
Yeah.
Like as the team defending the kick, it looks like it's dangerous to give him because no one can move till he catches it, and it seems like they're going to figure out how to do some sort of.
Wait, here's the other thing I thought. They said one of the reasons they did it is to protect the players, right? Because you got the speed.
High-speed impact.
I saw those kick returners taking shots last night. About 3-4 times they got whacked.
The difference is the guys coming at them don't have the same speed built up.
I guess, but they're in a shorter window, so they get a cleaner hit on them.
I wonder if you took time lapse of a kick from the 35 in the old days. I think for the most part, that line runs down to about the 25, and they slow down as a line.
Oh, wait a second.
If you're defending the kick normally, you kick it, your guys run down, and then they kind of box in, which is where this play starts.
Wait a second.
What do you got? Well, where you been?
X-Man.
I mean, you're just
jumping out.
You should, by the way, lose should lose a shade of metal.
Bring home the goal,
for just now learning this.
What do you mean? I just
he's
got up.
He's at the turn, for Pete's sake.
I just got up.
He's ahead by a
get
mile.
up at 3 o'clock and watch you go
come
off.
on.
I just got up.
First
I
thing
looked up
you
there
check.
as X-Man.
If it mattered, if the wheel brought the true consequence that you preach,
I tried to tell you to take Thomas Dietrich. He's a bronze medalist right now.
I see that. Where's my mule?
He's just starting, so he's
okay. All right. Well, I need to get Scotty Scheffler going today. There are certain times that
he is even through 3. He's 4 under.
That's terrible. There are certain times in our business, and I'll speak for myself here, where I'm glad it's not national.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you say things. Most things is crazy and emotional and ranty as I can get. I'll stand by whatever. Even if it was wrong, I'll stand by it. And
who had Victor Hovland?
Me.
Ooh.
But I feel like
what?
I mean, the misinformation around these boxers yesterday, man, is I would not have had the same opinion as strongly as I did yesterday. And it turns out these two boxers that are under controversy have female body parts.
Yes.
But their chromosomes don't
match,
line up,
or their X.
We can't have it. Listen, I just want to say, if you're in the gender argument, you can't have it both ways. It can't be about the chromosomes for one side, but it's about the body parts on the other. You feel me?
Right. Well, it just depends on what you're. Again, it's where do you draw the line?
I don't. You draw the line. We have made it about, man. I mean, if you're arguing on the other side, it's all about body part. That has been the only argument. Am I wrong?
That's been the argument.
Yeah. Right. These two ladies could proudly go into a woman's locker room. No one would bat an eye.
I believe so.
So it's not, and whether or not how your chromosomes are made up and how that impacts decisions that are made of eligibility and otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what my answer is to that. But the condemnation and vitriol, how I reacted, and a lot of people did, based on, correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't short-sightedly investigate. It was misinformation, right?
Social media gets a hold of it.
It came out later in the day, right? We didn't go when this info was still available, no?
Well, what's happened is...
I hope not, because that's a...
She's an Algerian boxer. She was born a woman. She was banned at the World Championships because of the unfair advantage her genetic disorder gives her. It's called DSD, I guess. Transgender surgeries are outlawed in Algeria. It has also been verified that her passport identifies her as a female. She was disqualified for failing to meet eligibility criteria shortly before her gold medal bout at the IBA Women's World Boxing Championships, but they took away the IBA's governing over the Olympics.
I'm just saying this. What has people in an uproar on social media, the polarized parts of this country, is you can't have an argument on body parts and then decide that's not your argument. I mean, it sounds like a masculine woman to me. No?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is just a settle down. I'm not, I'm just take this into account when you form future opinions, I guess, is what I'm saying. And so it's, anyway, regardless of where it was unfair. The way these ladies were talked about yesterday, like they just had Johnny knocked off and then beat up some poor girl in the ring. That's not a man attacking a woman.
No.
That's a person born with female body parts, I guess is the way to say it. So, where it goes from here, I don't know. But my gosh, the condemnation that came from world leaders.
Yeah.
So that's a tough spot, I guess.
All right.
If you listen, I guess I would say it like this, heck, if it's the Olympics or if it's competition, if you're if you're manufacturing, you're putting things, hormones or whatnot into you, that's one thing. But
is so much information there. I'm not.
I hear you.
If this happened, if that happened,
I'm just
going
to say I take back the vitriol of it, which would have stood if it were what I thought was being presented yesterday. All right. That's my bad.
Fair enough.
You want to come back in 10-minute drill? Or you want to do more? You want to just stay in time? Just let me shut up for about a minute.
That's fine. I'm ready. There's a lot to go over. We got a lot of sports to do. We've got, the Jags hitting the field today and going to get a little physical. So let's go. We'll come back, talk about that and more right here on a Football Friday on The Drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Yeah, I want to talk about Mitch Morse for just a second. Mitch Morse is probably, when you think about it, is probably the most important acquisition for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're going to find out today, right? Because they're going to get physical today on the practice fields. And he's the guy who they brought in so they can make 3rd and 1. Basically, bottom line. Last year, our center got pushed back too much. This year, they made an investment into that position. And Mitch Morse, I would say, it has to be the most important Jaguar acquisition on the football field going forward. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Summer is here and the job market is hot. Lift Power is looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Man, this company will take care of you with benefits including a 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Offers too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years, and we want you to be a part of our family. Don't let a great opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, a 1010XL Summer Olympic Update. Brought to you by
USAPark.net Airport Parking.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games. Simone Biles becomes the first U.S. gymnast with 6 gold medals. She wins the individual all-around for the second time after pulling out of the final in Tokyo.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
At 27, Biles is the oldest woman to win the all-around since 1952. Suni Lee takes the bronze. In the pool, Katie Ledecky gets the silver as part of the 200-meter freestyle relay, her 13th Olympic medal, a record for American women. And 57 straight Olympic wins for the U.S. women's basketball team to lock up a spot in the quarterfinals. With this Summer Games update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select a new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, National Tequila Day has come and gone, but Vida de Luis, the boys of Vida de Luis want to take care of you. It's the only tequila imported straight from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Locally owned tequila company, and to celebrate the good times, you can purchase some really cool Vida de Luis apparel right now, hats and other tequila branded products at 50% off at vidadeluis.com. That's vidadeluis.com, vidadeluie.com. Just use the promo code 72424. That's the date of National Tequila Day, by the way, 72424. And while you're at it, order some tequila. Man, Vida de Luis is worth every penny. It's crafted with the purest volcanic spring water, giving it that unique, smooth finish we all love. Just try it, man, and you'll be sold. In fact, it'll be down at the stadium here starting next weekend, so you will love it. Let's toast the good times to great tequila. Cheers, everybody, with Vida de Luis at vidadeluis.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and there's nothing quite like the ease and breeze of First Coast summers. Unless, that is, you have a clogged drain or your hot water heater doesn't work. But that's where the experts at Fenwick Home Services have you covered. Fenwick offers 24/7 same-day service and can fix any plumbing problem you have. With free same-day estimates and guaranteed repairs, the pros at Fenwick Home Services get the job done right and get it done right the first time. You can also save on future emergencies with $50 off any repair. Click it or call day or night. FenwickHomeservices.com.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Every weekend is a Stone Cold Sports Weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for the Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
Tailgaters parking season passes are on sale now. Secure your Jaguar season parking today. Enjoy indoor restrooms, a full-service bar and grill, access 4 hours before kickoff. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and book your space today.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, it's Ben, second generation from Beards Diamonds. Guys, if you're popping the question soon, looking for an anniversary gift, before you buy anywhere, shop Beards. From a half carat to 10 carats, Beards will beat any competitor's price.
In the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Joe C. for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill. This is a big one. Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
I was watching a little of the pregame last night. The new member of the booth or pregame show is Jason Kelsey, who showed up in a beret, which is kind of funny.
I saw he had the beret. I didn't watch.
Yeah, I watched a little bit. He's fine. He'll be good. He's, kind of a funny dude, good sense of humor. He'll fit in. He'll be, you get all different types of dudes up there and former football players. And every year a couple guys retire. And if they're big names like Tom Brady, he'll take the broadcast booth this year, and we'll watch him and see how he does, and he looked like he'll do a fine job,
If you just watch Brady, on podcasts and whatnot, he looks like he'll be good.
Yeah. So, anyway, it'll be interesting.
He mused Xander into a bogey, so I appreciate that.
Oh, no. No! Come on, Xander.
No, he's TG, tied for gold.
Oh, no. I need that million.
Justin Herbert's been in the league. Has he been in the league 5 years already, or this is his 5th year?
No, I think
this is his 6th year, isn't it?
Yeah.
No playoff wins.
Yeah.
Where, at some point, is Justin Herbert in danger? What is it about San Diego, bro? Now Los Angeles. Is this Phillip Rivers all over again?
This is his 5th year.
Okay, this will be his 5th year. No playoff wins. 1 playoff appearance.
30-32 as a starter. Thrown for 17,000 yards, including a 5,000-yard season, 31 touchdowns, 38 touchdowns, 25 touchdowns. Only 20 last year.
Well, last year he was hurt. Remember, he missed a bunch of games.
Played 13 games, though.
Yeah.
Well, he toughed it out. Yeah, he was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt.
Since the get-go.
But now he's got plantar fasciitis.
Right.
That
a bad case of it.
That takes some time.
I think his is actually an injury to that, whatever that tendon is.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just the tendonitis in it, I think his is, I don't know with plantar fasciitis.
X-Man striked it.
That's just a drive. Drive for show, putt for no friend. What you distracted me with X-Man stuff.
Herbert. We're on Herbert.
I do think he had kind of positioned himself. If you asked around the league 3 years ago, or fans around the league, they put him in the top, 5.
Yeah.
He's also had to overcome really his head coach all these years.
He has.
That guy just didn't do him any favors.
You got to see where he is in the next 5 years because he's not going anywhere. He's a terrific quarterback, and I think Harbaugh will get the very best out of him going forward. That's what Harbaugh usually does. He got the best out of Alex Smith. He got the best out of Colin Kaepernick. He gets the best out of his quarterbacks, man.
The best out of J.J. McCarthy.
Got the best.
Something the Vikings aren't.
Yeah, he got the best out of Andrew Luck. J.J. McCarthy's throwing the ball in the hotel room. In the hotel lobby.
Good for him.
Getting reps, extra reps.
It's like Tiki carrying it around Manhattan.
That's what he's doing. Go, JJ.
One thing we have learned from the Olympics before we get to the GOATs, China just cheats, huh?
Well, I guess. I
mean, we got like...
No, people are being mean to China.
Well, come on, man.
Yeah.
They're not trustworthy.
Yeah.
Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
So we need to look at recent history in any way at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're setting world records in a pool that's been slower than what, anyone else has encountered.
Correct.
So, yeah, I think anytime swim and track numbers are exponentially better than anyone else, they're cheating.
Generally speaking.
Right?
Yes.
That's always been the case. You look like a Ben Johnson. The guy's like on horse tranquilizers or something back in the day. Track used to be this. So they've gotten better, but man, there's always a way around it, I guess. But yeah, that is that was certainly one of the narratives yesterday, or the Chinese performances in the pool, which have just well outshot any projections. The GOATs were on display though, right? Ledecky, 13 more than any female Olympian ever, and Biles now with 6 gold and 9 overall, more than any Olympian ever.
Yeah. Simone Biles was
and Biles, that's
terrific.
not U.S., that's anyone.
Yeah.
Correct? No one's won more gymnastics medals than Simone Biles. Not American woman, like any woman, right? And with Ledecky, same thing. No one's won more swimming medals than Katie Ledecky.
She won a
female. Obviously, Phelps
I saw
had
the
a zillion.
4x200 free relay. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they won silver. Australia smoked them, but they kind of knew that was going to happen. So, it's been that part of it's been good. You know, Olympics are, rife with this and that. People throwing up coming out of the Seine River. Chinese are cheating.
That's what fecal matter will do for you, Dan.
I mean, it's just one thing after another. So, but yeah, we'll see going forward. And we got another week of it, and we're getting our way to the track and field. I think that I read one of the best decathletes, and I think he's from France, will not be participating. He's got a quad injury, and he can't go. I think he won a silver at the last.
I could fix the Olympics, but it would cut down the broadcast time probably, and so they would never go for it. But the Olympics can be fixed, and this is this is what's wrong with the Olympics. Okay,
mm-hmm.
And I say this. I'm telling you, take it a little bit beyond opinion. This is wrong with the Olympics. There's too much on. When I turn it on, if I see a swimmer or a track athlete, it's got to be the finals.
I would agree with that.
I can never watch any heats or prelims. Put it on some alternate channel and friends and family can watch. Because there's nothing more frustrating than putting it on and then realizing it's the second heat. Well, first of all, is there 3 heats, 4, 10? When does it continue? If I turn on the Olympics and I see people running or badmintons flailing or ping pong balls being hit or 3-on-3 basketball, I need to be seeing the final. Or you better have a scream at me graphic telling me exactly where we are in the process and when the final is. That would be a solution. You're running the heats for the 200 IM at the bottom. Finals, 3 p.m. today, 4 a.m. tomorrow, whatever it is. But there's too much. You're triggered into watching, and then you lose. It's almost frustrating.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So I think that would be a good way to do it. I could also make some of these minor sports, while I'm fixing the sports world, I can make these minor sports more, I can platform these minor sports better than they are. I can do it all year long, and I'm just going to do an hour-long show, and I'm going to show you the finals of, the World 100-meter Championships were this week, or the blank was that week. Just give me just a little bit of coverage. It's the bog down that kills you on these sports.
Yeah.
You bog down waiting to get to the crucial moments.
I guess if you're watching that. So, couple other things. NFL practices continue. We mentioned Justin Herbert. He'll be expected back by week 1. But, I guess if you're the Chargers, you want to just say, you know what, let's just shut down here till.
Well, it was odd because user plantar fasciitis can come and go. You might be okay in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be curious what the can you rupture your. Is it your fascia or is it your plantar?
It's a great question. We'll have to ask Doc Murphy, but we won't remember.
It's your plantar fascia.
DeAndre Hopkins is out for a month or so.
Yeah,
He's got
4 to 6 weeks, and you're getting old. That can linger, right?
Yeah, and it can re-injure. And speaking of re-injure, we did learn Mike Trout.
He tore
his meniscus again.
Yeah,
a different one.
Well, the way the meniscus is, it would be a different part of it, so it's a different tear, right?
Jeez.
It sounds like it's a different,
I think we're at the end of the line for Mike Trout.
How old is he? 31?
Well, he's young, but
yeah.
I saw a stat that Anthony Volpe for the Yankees made his debut, 2021, 2023. He's played more games than Mike Trout, and he made his debut a couple of years ago.
It's unbelievable.
You know what I would do then?
What?
I would try and buy low on Mike Trout. So they want to send it.
He'll miss.
I'll go ahead and be the guinea pig on whether or not his career's over, and I'll put together a package for you, Angels, and we'll take him.
2017, torn thumb ligament, 39 games. 2018, wrist inflammation, 19 games. 2019, foot surgery, 19 games.
Tell me how many he's played or how many he's missed. 2021,
strained calf, 122. 2022, rib cage inflammation, 30 games. 23, hamate fracture, 74 games.
Yeah,
this year, torn meniscus, 133 games.
Yeah, he's not playing at all.
Yeah.
He's not playing at all. Yeah, add all that up, you got about a season and a half of baseball.
Yeah, I'll give you 200, 230, 330, 350, 370, 390, 430 games.
Since 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 430, so that's
2 plus.
That's
figure you play 150.
2.5 seasons.
Figure you play 150.
Well, if you go
it's almost 3 seasons.
Yeah. If you go off of 150, that's right.
Because you don't play.
Most people don't. Yeah. That's fair.
So that's like 3 full
seasons.
Well,
and again, that's it's not
By
that
the way,
it's not that this injury will keep like. It's not to say that Mike Trout can't come back and hit 12 homers in April. It's trusting his body to hold up for the year because what's curious there, you gave me 5 different injuries.
When this season ends, he will have played about 41% of the Angels games from 21 to 24. And by the way, he's in the middle of this, mega deal. He's got a 12-year deal. He's 6 years in. Well, these last,
I'm still willing to buy low.
Yeah,
it depends on
you're
what
not
low
buying
means.
low.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, there's no low. I mean, but it's just sad. It's
if I can find anyone in the Angels thinking like you are and voicing that same question,
it's not so much. It's
a fear of future injury.
Well, for me, it's we're missing out on seeing one of the best there is.
Well, sure.
And his legacy is getting damaged because of injury.
The other sad part about Mike Trout is he's played 3 playoff games ever.
I know.
And the last time he played in a playoff series, 2014.
Yeah, and they never won a game.
10 years ago.
He hadn't won a playoff.
It was certainly wasted. And this is they've thrown money at that. They've thrown money at that roster.
They tried.
They've been aggressive, man. Yeah. They've got Rendon and Pujols, just a chow line of pitchers who go there to end their career. I can think of guys, through the years that they've added. Pitching, Greinke, they've tried. They've tried a bunch of different ones, man. They've had a lot.
Yeah.
They put a lot into that ride. They just can't win. They tried Joe Madden. They've tried everything.
Yeah. Ron Washington, our old man's trying to make it work.
Yeah. Last I checked, they're not having a great year. That's not much talent on that team either, by the way.
Remember when they went and signed C.J. Wilson?
Yeah, that's the guy I was going to call him C.J. Upton, which isn't his name, but that's C.J. the lefty from the Rangers who was hot till he went there. Did he? His first year he got hurt? I don't even know.
I'm just looking at some of the dudes that they've brought in here that they've tried and tried. They have tried. I mean, it's just it's hard to. You can't.
They've been aggressive.
They're kind of like
they know farm.
They remind me of. They're like the baseball version of the Washington Commanders under Snyder. Snyder tried. He tried with he did a lot of other stupid things, but he spent money
on coaches and players.
Hainsworth and went the college route with Spurrier. Went to
Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, and tried.
Mark Brunell, Pro Bowl quarterback at the time, or recently had been. Yeah, I don't. I'm with
Justin
you. The problem
Upton,
is
they signed Justin Upton. The Angels did. Remember him?
Man. They just go on and on and on and on and on. They've done a lot. They've had a lot of big money. Pujols, man.
Yeah, Pujols.
You got Pujols and by the way, Pujols when he's still in his prime went there.
Yeah, Pujols and Rendon.
It was with Trout. I mean,
Josh Hamilton.
Yes, there's another one. I'm just telling you, man. It's you forget how many they brought. It's just never there. You know what? None of those guys are, Dan.
What?
Homegrown. Trout's the only one.
Yeah.
You look at the great teams, even the ones that are willing to spin.
Right.
Their players, for the most part, are homegrown, for the most part. The Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, for every Greg Olson or Marcell Ozuna, you got to have one of those.
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson. I'm keep calling him Greg. Good Lord.
I saw the...
what am I going to be? E.T.'s not a baseball fan. He won't catch that.
I saw the post-trade deadline farm system rankings.
All right.
Like,
Yeah, because some people decimated their system.
Sure, and who improved.
Yeah.
And son of a gun, the most shocking thing to me is somehow the Dodgers are 4th still.
Wow.
They are the greatest.
Do they not give up much?
I would hire the Dodgers scout guys. And I don't.
They have just put and by the way,
if you went around these guys out,
you could go around the league and you could make a roster of former Dodgers, and they would go to the playoffs. They might not have the pitching.
Yeah, like the Rays are 1, the O's are 2, the White Sox are 3. They better be. I tell you what, but the Angels 30th.
Yeah, that's
to your point.
Yeah. Where are the Braves? Still down in the late 20s?
18.
Oh, well, they moved up then. I guess because others moved down, probably.
Top 100 prospects each team has. The Orioles has 6. The Sox have 7. White Sox have 7. The Cubs have 6. Mets have 4. Braves have 4. Mets are 10. Braves are 18.
Braves are all the pitchers.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So
all right, we got to snag a break here.
All right. Was this a 10-minute drill?
It was.
Yes, it was.
So 641-1010 is the number to call. Gibby, tell them what they're going to win.
$25. You want lunch today?
Yes.
Here's some flame broiler. $25 to flame broiler.
Okay.
Simply healthy lunch for 2. Caller number 2 right now. 641-1010.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of new vehicles. Trax starting at $299 a month. Traverse for $399 a month. Silverados as low as $499 a month. And they all come with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected for the next 20 years. Plus, every purchase will help fund a teacher's project in our schools. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Just listen. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader, they want to remind you to put on the sunscreen, man. Hey, they love to see you. They love you to come on in, get checked out, and you should. But, man, if you wear the sunscreen, you'll get checked out and you'll be sent on your way, right? You wear the sunscreen, you protect yourself from that sun, man. You got to have that floppy hat. You got to have that long sleeve dry fit. If you're going to the beach, all right, put on the sunscreen. If you're going golfing, put on the sunscreen. If you're going to your kid's game, if you're going fishing, if you're going outside, an outdoor activity, put on the sunscreen, man. By the way, if you do have any concerns, all right, you do notice something on your skin, go get it checked out. Get some answers. They'll give you answers. This stuff is nothing to mess around with. Give Beaches Dermatology a call online, beachesdermatology.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to VidaDeLuis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
Hey, gang, mortgage rates are down. Yep, they've been dropping big time. It's a great time to call Loan Pronto. They got APRs in the 5s. Yep, in the 5s. So if you got stuck with a high rate last year and you want to refinance, great time to call, lower your payment. Or you can use this opportunity to get cash out of your home's equity, pay off those credit cards, personal loans, car loans, any other high-rate debt you're carrying around. Loan Pronto can help you use these low rates to get the cash you need in a matter of days. You can do a full refi. You can do an Equity Express line of credit. Homeowners who call Loan Pronto, typically, so on average, you're going to cut your monthly payments that you're currently involved with, $850 a month. Bottom line, your home value's way up. Mortgage rates have come down big time. Makes it a great time to act. So call today for a free 30-second rate quote. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments when you call 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or you can go to loanpronto.com. Visit loanpronto.com.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
1010XL breaks down training camp all day. Listen for camp news with analysis and insight from the practice feed. Everything counts! 1010XL's training camp coverage is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control.
1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
For over 40 years, Play It Again Sports has served its customers with a winning, sustainable shopping model. Could say, we were recycling before recycling was cool. Save on quality used sporting goods for baseball, softball, lacrosse, hockey, golf, tennis, and more. Or sell us your gently used gear. We buy all sports, all seasons, and offer cash on the spot. Stop by Play It Again Sports today on Merrill Road near 295 or online at playitagainsports.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and it is hot out there. You know that, Greg. But Honda has a plan for you on or off the road.
They do. There are a ton of Honda scooters, Honda mini motos, great for the beach. Also get you out in the woods with a Honda side-by-side. Plenty to do and stay cool.
Yeah, four-wheelers, and you can trick them out.
We can. From stereo systems to big builds, we do it all.
Everything's there for you to see. CyclesOfJacksonville.com online or on Atlantic near Regency. Check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler?
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller.
That's right, Irv. If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool.
Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Doug Peterson says as the Jaguar head coach, there's one message he wants to convey during training camp.
We've got to get better and improve as a football team. We got to learn how to finish. And that to me was the biggest message or coaching point that I had.
Jaguar offensive coordinator Press Taylor says he's enjoying backup and former Patriot QB Mac Jones.
What I love about Mac is that Mac loves football. He loves playing football. He loves talking football, which I think that I'm very similar in that way.
Running back Travis Etienne is pleased with his upgrade on the latest edition of Madden.
When I first got here, I was a 78, and then I was kind of just anxious to get that up. I was a long way from that 78, and I just have that 9 as a starting point. It's a great feeling as a competitor, as a running back.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yes, Mother Nature had other plans for the end of the game tonight. It is a 21-17 final, I guess, and the Bears will walk out of here with a 4-point win from the NFL. Severe weather has resulted in the termination of tonight's game. The decision was made by the NFL in New York in consultation with local public safety officials.
Oh, stop.
Let's
get out of here.
Cyberbullying Joe Buck. Do they play this game in the rainforest? Is it just me, or is there every year like some huge weather calamity? We had one the year we were there. It poured down rain. The game started an hour late. I can remember one that just got canceled. And by just, I don't mean recently. I mean, they just up and said, yeah, we can't play this one. They had the one year where they painted the field wrong. Remember that fiasco?
Mm-hmm.
We had a COVID knock one out. I mean, I bet the last 10 Hall of Fame games, we've had just 5 good, solid start to finish as scheduled games. I can remember the first football. One thing has changed. There used to not be weather delays and cancellations in football. I never remember. I remember until I'm in my 20s, Dan, I remember seeing one football game delayed because of rain. My whole life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you remember the Bucks-Rams playoff game?
What,
no, that's not the one. It's the Bucks game. They won 3-0, the regular season game, and it flooded the stadium, the Sombrero. Do you remember that? It was their playoff year. They had a game that they won. It poured down rain. You Bucks fans may remember this. They wouldn't play that game today.
No. Well, lightning is always a problem.
For sure.
Listen, the Jags put out a thing yesterday, a survey.
They're hitting today, by the way, to the ground.
Oh, yeah. Tackling.
Yeah. Which means it kind of gives me trepidation about going down tomorrow. We're going to see them, do jumping jacks. If they're hitting today, tomorrow they're going to be getting massages, no?
They did this last year, same type of thing.
Yeah.
They got it scheduled out. He follows it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll watch him throw it around a little.
So the Jaguars put out a survey asking the fans where they prefer to play in 27. Again, they listened to the fans last time. the idea was they went to all these public forums, and the fans were like, don't go away for 2 years. Go away for one. We'll suck it up the 1 year, and you'll only allow 40,000 in
We'd
the
rather have
stadium.
that than be gone.
Rather have that than for you guys to be gone for 2 years. I think I agreed with that
Yeah, I do
sentiment, and I agree, and I appreciate the Jags listening and deciding to do it that way.
And it's also very fortunate that that wasn't just a PR move. They had the flexibility to do what the fans overwhelmingly said.
Sometimes they can,
because it's
sometimes they
dangerous to
can't.
ask a question and then run the risk of half the people you can't give them the answer they want.
Well, they've asked the question again to the fans in a survey.
All right.
Where would you prefer the Jags to play in 27, or Orlando or Gainesville? Are your choices? Obviously, it's going to be one or the other.
That's for
Daytona
sure.
is out. We know that.
Tallahassee, no.
We talked about all these different, hey, we can make Hodges Stadium at UNF, and it costs too much money, and blah, blah, blah.
Especially if it's only 1 year.
The NFL has some issues with Gainesville, even as far as using that stadium as a
the
venue.
visitors' locker room in Gainesville is not NFL ready.
So they would have to spend. Anyway, it's interesting. And so I decided, well, let me give you an answer. I put out a Dreamfinders Homes quickie poll. Where would the Jags prefer to see the team? Jags fans prefer to see the team play in 2027, Orlando or Gainesville? I just started 5 minutes ago. I already got 43 votes. It's very close. 51% Gainesville, 48.8% Orlando.
I think that's how it's going to be. It'll be a coin flip. There will be some that don't want to go to Gainesville because they hate the Gators.
Yeah, I guess
they really will.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Orlando. I'm not going down there to that field.
I'd rather go shorter for me.
Me too, for 100%. It's not, and to me, it has nothing to do with Gators.
Yeah,
nothing. It's the ease of.
It was like when the Gator Bowl game was there. It was Tennessee and Virginia Tech.
Right.
I didn't think about the Gators.
Right.
But I guess you're right. Some people, because
I think the biggest thing is
why would you want to go to Orlando? Like
well, there is a convenience hick.
How so?
Well, like for me.
Yeah.
Or if you live near the interstate, dude, you hop on the interstate, you're there. It's right off the interstate. You're not going to get that typical maddening Orlando traffic.
You say that, you don't know. I-4.
Not like what you get on weekdays going through.
One level above hell.
Yeah, I won't disagree there, but it didn't. It won't be as bad on a Sunday morning at 11 as what you've normally experienced. I know this because I came back from Tampa through Orlando last year on Sunday morning at 10 in the morning.
I'm just telling you, there are some all it takes is one little fender bender on I-4.
Well, you could say the same thing going to Jackson.
And you are screwed. And it happens a lot more on I-4 than any other stretch of highway in the entire state of Florida. Although I don't know
if that's from the NTSB, but
that's from that's yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean, you talk about it like it's that road like on the cliffs of Chile or the road of death or whatever that thing was.
Although I will say, because I faced the choice of if you have someone my daughter's in Tampa, so when we go down to visit her, which way do you want to go?
Go through Ocala.
Inevitably, I go through Ocala, but I'm telling you, 75 is getting to be a pain in the rear too. I have gotten stuck on 75 3 or 4 times.
I will tell you one thing that I've done. It may make a difference for you and your Orlando, and it may be shading what I now think the traffic's like in Orlando, is I have just ultimately bit the bullet, and I got that Sun Pass. Big difference.
Yeah. We have a Sun Pass.
Yeah, that's a big difference. You're going to Orlando. It's a big difference getting that left lane and shoot by everyone. Now you will be getting off, so I don't know who your boy is. That X-Man? Is that what you're watching?
X-Man.
He's all goo-goo right now.
He went in the water.
He looks like one of those teenage girls on the cover of Life magazine when the Beatles rolled in. Look at him.
Oh, Matsuyama saved par.
Oh, I thought that was X-Man.
No.
Oh, that's your competition? Is that what you're doing?
Gainesville now in the lead with 83 votes, 59 to 41%. So they're listening, and they're listening.
I think, listen to me, shorter is sweeter, bro.
No, I don't care. I just think that's what I think. I mean, if I'm going,
what did the JAG survey say? They haven't released it yet.
They just put it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
they're not updating as you go. They're going to.
I'm just doing them a solid here by giving them some more intel, some more numbers, more analytics that they can. Gainesville easier to get into and out of. I-4 makes a whole Orlando idea meh. That's when I got a couple of those. So anyway, we shall see what that does. Gibby said that they're releasing the final 10 of the top 100 of the NFL. It's one of the things.
Jags ended up with 2, Trevor and Josh Hines out.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, I'll continue to say we need more stars. We need more stars. If you're in the top 100, you're a good football player, although sometimes guys can get into the top 100 for a year and then disappear. See Blake Bortles.
I think these two guys are probably top 100 for years to come. They have been for the last couple.
Yeah, Trevor just got in this year. He was like 94th or something. So
does ETN have an argument to be in there?
I don't know how many running backs. I don't know who.
Trevor wasn't in there last year after the way he finished 22.
I'm sure he was.
Huh. 2 years in a row then.
I said he was 94th this year was all I was
Yeah,
saying. He barely got in.
Oh.
Yeah.
But last year he was in, I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
40-something, I thought.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. I misunderstood you. Someone else probably did. What's
Why?
the... Huh?
You think only one way. You think your own way.
No. I thought you said that this was his first time in the list.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Maybe I
reacting
did.
to.
I have the list of the 10 players who are left.
Okay, who do you got?
These are the top 10 players in the league.
All right, Pat Mahomes is number 1.
Well, these are alphabetically.
Okay.
Max Crosby, Myles Garrett,
Good.
Tyreek Hill,
Yes.
Lamar Jackson,
Okay.
Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. There's 3 Chiefs in a row, by the way, in the top 10.
Well, there you go.
McCaffrey, T.J. Watt, Trent Williams.
I'm not sure Kelsey's still a top 10 player. Still very good.
Well, it might not be this year, but it was last year.
Boy, it was statistically it was a slower year than he's had in a while. I don't think he was a top 10 player last year. He wasn't the top. Listen, he's had the year before he doubled up the next tight end.
Where would they have been without him? They would have been screwed. They had 93 catches last year. Their receivers were terrible.
Well, Rashee Rice had 90, 87.
Yeah, but he was awful. I mean, those guys drop passes every week. He went 92, 110. He's gone, well, in the last 6 years, he's gone 103, 97, 105, 92, 110, 93. Now, his yards per catch came down, and his touchdowns came down.
Yeah.
So that's part of it.
Mahomes will be 1.
If you draft a guy number 7 overall in your fantasy draft, you know exactly what he was and how he compares to his previous.
You had Kelce?
I had Kelce, so I know he didn't live up. And I'm not saying he was terrible,
Yeah.
but he wasn't a top 10 player, at least from a production standpoint.
Missed 2 games.
Yeah.
Who's going to be 2? Tyreek Hill?
He's going to be. I'm telling you, I saw some of the leaked player ballots, and the 5 or 6 I saw all had Tyreek Hill.
Gibby,
1
just
or 2.
out of curiosity, real quick, read me 11. Do you have 11 through 20, or can you get that?
I can get it, yeah.
I'm just curious. I heard 1 through 10. They're all good football players, but I'm curious, when I hear 11 through 20, Justin Jefferson was injured last year. I didn't hear him in the top 10. He's the best receiver in the NFL. So, with all due respect to Tyreek Hill, I'd rather have Justin Jefferson. I think most people would take Justin Jefferson over Tyreek Hill.
And that's where pride in athletes and arguments are so hard to answer because Tyreek Hill has been more productive than any other receiver. Tyreek Hill was better than Justin Jefferson statistically the last 2 years,
Right.
as good as Jefferson is. Hill is just, I don't know why. I think it's almost.
Here's 11 through 20.
Okay, go ahead.
Fred Warner is 11.
Okay.
We're going down.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, George Kittle, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, Justin Jefferson, Roquan Smith, C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts at 15?
There's some, Dak.
15.
Stroud, 20.
Dak had a great year last year. Yeah. Jalen Hurts did not have a great year.
George Kittle,
Shows
14.
the difference between what the players think and what the media thinks.
Yeah, George Kittle, I love. And George Kittle's probably a better tight end than Kelce right now.
Here is 21 through 30. You want that?
Sure, why not?
A.J. Brown, Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dexter Lawrence, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Mike Evans, Nick Bosa, Brock Purdy, 28.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack, Debo Samuel.
Those are all really good players. All right, interesting stuff. We'll take a break. Heading towards the 8 o'clock hour, visit with Denny.
Yeah, the quarterback whisperer.
When he gets in here and more right here on
It's
The
a
Drill.
GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans rolling all over the First Coast and trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
Roll it. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL.
When I met you in the summer.
Jacksonville's summer station.
When I met you in the summer.
Where summer memories come alive.
Hey, I'm so happy to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family, and that's how you'll be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. You know me, I got my boy Blue, my beautiful blue Silverado. I couldn't be any happier with it, but I'll tell you what else you can do if you go see George Moore Chevrolet. They're giving away a Corvette this fall. That's right. George Moore Chevrolet is giving away a Corvette. Go to their social media pages and register to win. It's real easy. They got a QR code. You just click on it, register, and you may be driving around a Corvette this fall. How cool is that? Well, that's what George Moore Chevrolet, these are the type of things that they do, man. So, and if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. You can always go to morechevy.com. So easy to navigate. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts. And then again, don't forget, social media pages. Register to win that Corvette. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Jags fans, the Jaguars are back at the Miller Electric Center for training camp. Presented by Dreamfinder. You won't want to miss out. Stop by to get the first look at Trevor Lawrence and the team as they prepare for the 2024 season. To check out camp dates and secure your tickets, go to jaguars.com/training camp. Daily availability is limited, so lock in your tickets today.
How good is that?
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. In his third year with the team, head coach Billy Napier provided insight on the one thing he wanted to see.
Yeah, we got to go execute our formula. You know, we haven't quite done that in all parts of our team. We need to go master our craft and continue to improve fundamentals and techniques.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell took a moment to compliment his young secondary group when asked about freshman Ricky Knight.
No, I think that young DB group is you're growing in their confidence. Obviously, Ricky, I've seen some great flashes.
Former FSU defensive standout Jared Verse, now a rookie with the LA Rams, is already experiencing the difference of the NFL.
It's been a lot different. You know, it's a lot faster of a game. Like, you guys are like the best in the country. Like, you guys are some of the best players in the world, so it's obviously a whole nother level. It's just a lot different of a game, but it's a lot faster, but you pick it up really quickly.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
79 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
A little soft music for you, Denny.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? Denny Thompson is here. Quarterback whisperer.
Look how little Teddy Bruschi looks.
I'm good.
What did he do?
He's smaller every day. Looks like Oscar De La Hoya. He's so small.
Good gracious.
Wow, he actually kind of does look like Oscar De La Hoya.
He's skinny, isn't he?
Hey, little.
Didn't he have like a stroke or something?
190 pounds.
Well, he had a hole in his heart, and he's been through a lot health-wise, but that's
it
a while ago.
It can only be filled by you.
Yes. I saw some yesterday, some criticisms, and again, it's because of the talk cycle, Denny, of Caleb Williams.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were saying, who was it? Gosh, dog it. A former player, how he's been in the locker room.
Probably LaShawn McCoy. He seems to hate all quarterbacks.
Yeah, it wasn't him. It was his leadership, but they were criticizing his leadership ways. I think he came in and told the guys to clean up the locker room. It was a mess or something of that. And the comment was, and I'm sure some of the Googans heard it, you know, this guy with the yellow nail polish telling people how to act. He's Russell Wilson is what he is.
He was terrible. He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I saw him get interviewed last night. I did see this, though, Denny, in the Hard Knocks. You know how the rookies go up in front of the team, and you have to say, I'm Caleb Williams. I was drafted in the first round. My signing bonus, $25.5 million.
I saw that,
and
too.
they all go, oh, my God!
I mean, the leadership thing is like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing when you think about it. Like, we're really judging other people's personalities is what it is. Because
now, let me ask you, though, is he – because you were around him this summer.
Yeah.
And this is not a criticism, but is he a different cat?
No.
No, he's not a different cat.
No.
He's a football guy.
Man, yeah. Oh, gosh, yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
So there's no, you know, he's just marches to the beat of a different drummer, which is okay. Certain dudes do. That's the way people are. But
I don't even know if it's that.
It's not that.
I don't even know if it's that. I mean, he is all football, obsessed with the sport, obsessed
and they'll
with
have
everything.
in the end, that will win out, and they will have no problem with it.
Yeah, that
will win out.
Well, I mean, listen, the optics can make a cynical person say those things till he's proven different.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're wearing fingernail polish, you're, cuddling up with mommy in the stands. Those things cause a reaction. Some players don't care, and some players like the reaction. He doesn't seem like he's in that second category, but I don't think
I didn't know Caleb at all until he came here.
Right.
Will knew him. And so when he came here, I had no idea who he was. And we were going through a difficult time with Angie's health when he came here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I got out there, just got to talk to him, I'm like, man, this is like a very mentally healthy guy. Like, he just knows who he is. He loves ball. He's big on mental health. And I get to that just because within a week, like, he was checking on Angie every single day. And he and Angie were talking. And it's just, he's just a guy who's comfortable with who he is.
Fair enough.
And he doesn't to me really seem like he cares what anybody else thinks. But I will say this about his leadership. When we went to USC to do his pro day, everybody in the place loved him.
Okay.
That matters.
And that will eventually come out, and he'll be fine. I just was curious if he's different at all. And again, sometimes
if he's C.J. Stroud, they'll love him, and if he's Justin Fields, they'll hold out opinion. If he's Zach Wilson, they'll hate him.
Well,
that's also leadership.
If he's good,
that's also
the
truth.
Yeah, leadership, schmeadership.
I mean, I had this little thing in the back of my head where it was like, okay, is he going to come into town and is he going to want things differently than the other guys?
Right.
Is there going to be this
And it wasn't like that at all.
No, gosh, no, absolutely.
Okay.
In
Where's
fact,
he
it was very
from?
much
Is he a
the
California
opposite.
kid? Where's he
DMV.
from? Where?
The DMV. Baltimore area.
Okay.
The demilitarized.
I'm just saying, what are we doing?
DMZ.
I thought it was a demilitarized vehicle. What are you talking about? He rides around in a tank?
That'd be
Converted
awesome.
tank?
That'd be awesome. No,
He's a Baltimore guy, because Maryland recruited him pretty hard, didn't
right.
they?
Yeah.
Shocker. Maryland didn't get a football prospect.
Oh, stop. They've done fine. I want to ask you, too, like certain quarterbacks, we were talking about Justin Herbert, right? He's got plantar fasciitis. He's down till the opener. He'll be fine. I think Harbaugh will get the best out of him. But he's 4 years in the league.
Yeah.
No playoff wins.
Yeah.
But yet, it just seems like no one will ever diss him because he's so uber talented.
He is so talented. Yeah.
Is that just
I mean,
so uber?
He's talented. He puts up stats.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a machine with stats. I think it's going to be interesting, the dynamic between he and Harbaugh.
Would you take him or Tua? Who would you take?
I'd take Herbert.
Yeah.
I mean, the Harbaugh wants to line up under center, run the football, right?
Right.
That's not Justin Herbert.
But if they win
at all,
yeah. But Harbaugh gets the best out of him.
I know.
He used Kaepernick and shotgun. I mean, he'll figure out what.
Yeah.
Can be used
But
best.
if you look at, here's how I think Justin Herbert is like you snap him the ball and say make something happen.
Yeah.
And there's more to that. But you want to drop him back 40, 45 times a game because he's got that talent. In fact, the playoff loss here, the comeback here, I mean, largely what they did was stop doing
They're
that.
talent depleted. I think the Chargers could be terrible this year. I think long term with Harbaugh they'll be good. But listen, Michigan didn't go 11-1 right out of the gates. He's got to get his guys, his scheme, his system, his culture. They don't look any good to me. The receivers are bad. They went and got all the old injured Ravens running backs they could put on the roster. They look like a double-digit loss team to me.
I remember thinking during free agency.
This year, the Chargers.
The Chargers. I remember thinking during
Their
free
offensive
agency,
talent is pitiful.
Like, what are y'all doing? Are y'all tanking? Like, it was weird during free agency. They were just letting everybody walk. So, I mean, I don't know what their plan is, but no, I'm a Herbert fan. I don't, mechanically, I don't like the way he is, but as a football player, he is. You can't argue that.
I'm a Harbaugh fan. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to figure it out. He already has. He did it at San Francisco.
I do too. This year, I don't think he will. I don't think they have the talent.
Yeah,
I'm in on the long game.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not getting off the long game of Jim Harbaugh after the Michigan experience.
No,
Short game sent me scurrying. The long game, proved me wrong.
I wonder how many coaches would succeed if they just had that ability to have a long game. Like, I wonder, because he's earned the right to go, hey, just trust me.
He did at Michigan.
They gave him the long game at Michigan.
Yeah.
The long
but I wonder
game.
how many
coaches
more,
don't get the long game much anymore at any level.
How many more coaches are 2 years away when they're fired? You know what I mean? Like, because every time somebody's fired, you hear what a bad situation it was.
I'm only giving the long game to a guy like Harbaugh. I mean, I get it. No, I think in today's college football, because there's too many guys go to worse programs and within 3 years are better. It's not that. Ole Miss shouldn't. Why is Ole Miss ahead?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
Freeze left. Matt Luke was there. They were terrible.
But Jeff, we've come to this area now where it's like almost like politics. It's like a new coach comes in and they spend the first year talking about how bad it was and how they got to fix all these other guys' problems, and then they flip a whole roster. By the time they flip the whole roster, you realize they're not winning, and you just rinse and repeat. At some point, you got to go, all right, we can't keep turning over rosters. Right. We're always going to be behind. Like, we got to give this guy 5, 6, 7. I'm not talking about Florida. I'm really talking just in general.
Well, I mean, you're also you're talking college or pro. I mean, like, I would say this. Everybody's opinion here would change of Doug Peterson if the Jags go 6-11, 6-11 the next 2 years.
Yeah, they should.
Well, he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
he doesn't get the long game either.
6-11, 6-11. You go get a new coach. 100%.
He doesn't get the long game.
I think I separate college and pro.
Right.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But here's why I think. See, I'm not giving the. If you're, I guess it depends on where you are. But I'm not. I would apply that same standard to major college that I do to the NFL. I mean, I think if you're in a major college program and you're there 3 years and you're not making significant progress, you're not the guy. That's not exclusive. That's not 1,000%. But I look at Ole Miss. Ole Miss with Hugh Freeze got really good, went on probation. Matt Luke came in, went 6-6, 5-7, 4-8. Lane Kiffin took over, 5-5, 10-3, Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
That's
okay. On the flip side,
playing in the tougher division.
All right, settle down. On the flip side, let's see what Ole Miss does this year and what has he really won.
They're Ole Miss, Dan.
Oh, okay. They're Ole Miss.
Well, I'll tell you what he's won. He's won.
Saying, what has he done? What big games has he won?
They were 11-2 last year. Okay, 11-2.
I said they were 10-3.
10-3 in 2021. Then 8-5 in 22, and then 11-2 last year.
Okay, so he's been there for 4 years. He hasn't gotten him to an SEC championship game. Listen, he's done a good job.
What I'm saying is that this thought that your program is so bad to what he's saying that you got to do this, that, and the other, and it's this big long project. His second year, he won 10 games, had a team coming off probation that was 4-8 the year before.
Yeah. I also think
we're
getting very quickly, and they're already there, but they don't really serve this role. We're getting very quickly to the GM era of college football.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're in some already.
So let me ask you, because you probably know more about the inner workings, and I don't know if this is a big deal, but Florida's guy, was he the GM? What was he? Director of football ops? The guy went to Georgia. You know what I'm talking about?
Chief of staff, I think.
Chief of staff, whatever he is. And he had been only at Florida for 8 months. And I heard some good things about him. And Georgia went and got him.
Right.
So do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything at all about that.
I also wonder, do these guys not sign contracts? I mean, these are important positions in the football structure. Do you not? And how are you allowed to leave? Now, again, maybe they bought him out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the inner workings, but I mean, I think for the most part, outside of the on-field football staff, a lot of these people aren't making what you would assume they're making.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
because
not,
there's so many of
the
them.
titles are really GM title in college. You would think
not.
He's running.
Right.
He's not.
Okay.
No,
Right. He's not the top of the organization.
Absolutely not.
Right.
No.
But it is interesting. The structure has been set up, and you're dead on about one thing with college football. It is becoming the NFL. And that's how they're building their organizations. And now they're slotting dollars for the players at the positions.
Yeah.
Like, this is how much we will pay for a quarterback. This is how much we will pay for a running back. This is how much we pay for offensive line. It's almost like, and we probably will be headed to some sort of cap or regulation at some point, yes?
Well, but it's not going to be just that.
Well, you'll
can
find
never
loopholes.
be just that.
There'll always be loopholes.
Well, people say this. I've been getting this comment a lot. Like, well, that's not how they do it in the NFL. In the NFL, you draft.
Right.
In college, you're competing for somebody. So if you've got a 5-star quarterback and you're saying, hey, we pay our quarterbacks X amount and we're not going above that, somebody is. Somebody absolutely is. So it's never going to be, there's always going to be additional NIL funds. There always has been. It just wasn't called NIL. Right. So it's
called the bag man.
Yeah. So until they get to something where you as a kid, you lose your choice on where you go, you're always going to have some type of situation where people are getting additional funds.
All right, that's the whisperer. I waited till the very end because I didn't want to start a fight.
Okay. Very end.
But lost a lot of respect for you today.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, get in line.
Oh,
the Dodger.
I mean, I can't have a Cardinals fan wearing a Dodgers hat. I don't know the reason. Don't care.
There's not a reason.
Yeah.
There's not a reason. I'll give you the reason.
Don't you back down 1 second. He wears Georgia Tech hat.
That's not a baseball team. Gosh,
he's a Gator. What's the difference?
What is the
huge
What's
difference?
the difference?
Huge difference.
What is the difference?
Says the guy who wears the Yale shirt in.
So what?
What's the difference?
Okay.
Georgia Tech.
What's the difference?
He's a Gator.
You're such a fraud.
Can I
You're
speak for
getting
myself?
ripped. Yes.
Not the same.
To speak
Everyone
for myself,
knows it's
Yes,
not the
Danny.
same.
the only hat I won't wear is a Cubs hat.
Okay.
I'm a hat guy.
All right.
If I like the hat, I'm going to buy the hat.
I just looked at the Cardinals team shop. They got 100 different Cardinals hats you can wear.
Yeah, I know, and I've got all of them.
I'll give you different. I'll get you a blue one if that's what you need.
fine. That's fine. There is no difference in the Georgia Tech hat, by the way.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Total difference.
Thank you.
Y'all are crazy, man. I can't explain it to you any different.
No.
I just
You didn't
can't.
explain it at all.
Yes, I did. Just do it for you real quick.
Another
Okay.
2-1 victory again.
John over on the south side is 20 years old. Okay? He's 20 years old. His dad went to Iowa. He grew up watching Iowa his whole life. He went to Florida. He's a Gator fan. If Florida plays Iowa, he's going to pull for Florida all day long. But he's got some Iowa gear.
Yeah.
That's a little different than Jaguar fan putting on the Titans gear. Yes, it
agree,
is.
but in what way is L.A. and St. Louis Jags and Titans?
They're what are you talking
They're
about?
not rivals at all.
I got news for you. In the sports world, the Dodgers and Cardinals are much bigger rivals than the Titans and Jags.
Hey, Danny.
Mic drop, segment over,
Hey, Danny.
whisper, done.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
Hey, Danny,
they are.
If the Gators were like 11-1 these days, he wouldn't be wearing a Georgia Tech
That's,
hat.
you don't know what you're talking about. And it just your lies, man.
Gosh,
I
I
don't
can't-
mind having fights back and forth where
No,
fair
I-
stuff
well, no,
thrown
I-
at you, but when they just
speak-
lie
I
about
just
you
speak
and
the
make
truth.
stuff up to embellish their side, I can't. What am I going to do?
Well, God forbid I accidentally wear a Georgia hat in here one day.
There wouldn't be an accident, friend.
That's our friend Denny Thompson. He's a quarterback whisperer hanging out with us here on a Friday. Thanks, Denny.
All right.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, a 1010XL Summer Olympic Update. Brought to you by USAPark.net Airport Parking.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games. Simone Biles becomes the first U.S. gymnast with 6 gold medals. She wins the individual all-around for the second time after pulling out of the final in Tokyo.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes, because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
At 27, Biles is the oldest woman to win the all-around since 1952. Suni Lee takes the bronze. In the pool, Katie Ledecky gets the silver as part of the 200-meter freestyle relay, her 13th Olympic medal, a record for American women. And 57 straight Olympic wins for the U.S. women's basketball team to lock up a spot in the quarterfinals. With this Summer Games update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data, all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest that you're Cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And look who's back and causing a stir. Our refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL gives you nonstop sports talk all week.
You got a point.
And we take you into the weekend.
What's this about?
Join Compton and Company noon to 2 Saturdays for more conversation about the teams you care about most.
Oh!
On 1010XL.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com.
Vegas, baby. This is Taylor Dahl from Helmets and Heels, and we're sending one lucky listener to Circa Resort and Casino this December. Win a free 3-night stay with $200 food and beverage credit, plus a daybed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive 143-foot screen at Circa, you'll huddle up with the Heels at the Overhang Bar for our pregame tailgates on Friday with drink specials and giveaways. For a chance to win this all-in package to Circa with Helmets and Heels, enter at 1010XL.com/Vegas.
And if you've already booked your flight to Vegas for the big game and are still searching for accommodations, Circa Resort and Casino has a special rate just for Jacksonville fans. Mia here, and for just $500, get a 3-night stay at Circa, $200 in food and beverage credit, plus a day bed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive screen, it's the world's largest hot tub party. The all-in package is only available till August 30th, so act now. Book and join the Heels in Vegas. Visit CircaLasVegas.com today.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Just mix a packet of Eucora with water and drink it when you need support, like right after intimacy. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
For a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400 August 24th at Daytona, answer this question. Who was on the pole position for last year's Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
A short yardage goal line day, and it's actually the first day we're going to tackle live to the ground. And so, you know, again, I do it a couple of times, as you know, throughout training camp, and tomorrow's going to be one of them. We'll have a move the ball kind of a scrimmage at the end of the day tomorrow, a little bit longer, than it was the other day. And then we go into the stadium on Saturday. We're looking forward to practicing in the stadium, especially for the new guys that haven't done that before. On Saturday, pads come off Sunday, and then we got one more good padded day on Monday before the players get the next day off, and then we get ready for Kansas City.
All right, it's Doug Peterson talking about the plans. That's today that they're going to get after it, is what we're learning, and they're going to tackle to the ground. They're going to get some goal line in, and it's a big day. It's a day where we want to see, like, Mitch Morse move a pile. You know what I mean? That's what you want to see.
Well, 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 last year were just disastrous.
Disastrous.
You know, like unsurmountable odds on those. So
what was that? Stuff rate.
Our stuff rate wasn't
Our
good.
stuff rate was
we got
one of the
stuffed all
all-time
right.
worst.
They should have called us stovetop because we were getting stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me wonder for everyone that has plans to go to the stadium tomorrow if they'll. He just said they'd still be in pads, but I don't know how much hitting they'll do tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it'll be.
He said out of pads on Sunday, right? Did I hear that right?
I think so.
Yeah. So
yes.
Planning to go down tomorrow. Peterson's, I think, a little bit better. Mike, the all-timer was when that turd Urban said the scrimmage was going to be on Saturday. Then he scrimmaged Friday night and then brought him out Saturday, and all they did was like special teams and throw the ball around. That was the worst.
That wasn't good. Dreamfinders Homes Quickie Poll, we had just an update. Where would Jags fans prefer to see the team play in 2027? I just did this because the Jags themselves have asked the fans that. So we have 338 votes with 16 minutes ago, just a 1-hour poll question. Gainesville 60.7, Orlando 39.3. So 6-4.
It's going to be close.
It'll be close.
To the point that either way they go, it's not going to be a huge reaction. I think we all realize they're going to have to make a decision. People complain. I've not been down to Camping World Stadium, but people complain about the stadium itself.
Yeah.
I think they're doing some renos before 2027, though. I don't think it's going to be the same Camping World that it was if you were down there for FSU, LSU, or whenever else you've been.
Peterson on Dewey Wingard says he's going to be out a while with a knee injury, so that's not good news. Dewey is a big part of the team, so yeah.
And made some plays, right? He had a 2-interception day off Trevor early in camp.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I only needed about 8 minutes last night. I watched more. I'm like you. It was on. I was watching. I didn't take much out of it. The preseason reminds you real quick. It's just an asterisk-riddled minefield of, it almost fools you, right?
Yes.
You look at a box score. Colin Johnson, 2 touchdowns, yada, yada. Oh, wow. The Jags really messed up cutting him.
Yeah, if you don't watch it. I mean, but it's to me, I was, and so was ESPN. They're geeked up about the kickoff. Lots of
I fell flat. I guess the word is all the special, and they've said this, some of them in camp.
Animated presentations that they had. And
they're keeping up, though. They're keeping it all close to the vest. Like any of their kick plays, they're not going to show in the preseason. That seems to be the word.
Well, yeah.
So, like week 1 in the NFL, then we'll get an idea. Is there really something cooking here?
Yeah.
Do you think there will be a kick return for a touchdown in week 1? What would you bet on that?
I'd say no.
Degenerate Dan. What kind of? I would say yes.
Yeah.
Just out of all of those that somebody would – how many kick returns for a touchdown are there on average in a year?
More news from the Jags, by the way, not to interrupt, but Anton Harrison in concussion protocol. So he'll be out, I guess, for a little bit. So he got dinged. Dewey, as we mentioned, with a knee. Only 20 – the reason the NFL did this, I saw the stat last night, only 22% of kicks were even returned last year.
Just put it to 25. What are we doing?
Well, here's the problem. I'm all for that. But jobs would get cut.
Well, when you put that in the rule book,
players will be hesitant to do it. They don't want to lose. They don't. You lose special team guys.
Well, can't you then take those same roster spots and apply them to
I would hope,
winning
but I don't
positions
know.
in football?
I don't know.
By the way, you still have punts.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you get rid of those, you need the same skill set for those.
Yeah, that would be a discussion. But that would be the concern, I think.
Let me ask you this:
Players Union.
As a fan of the team defending the kick, you're a Jag fan. It's the opening kick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hit a high ball to their guy and give them a chance, or do you just want to hit in the end zone and give it to 30?
End zone.
Every time. I don't want to try and bounce it in for the 20.
What am I doing?
I just want to. I don't. It looks like a dangerous play.
Yeah.
Because no one's moving, and you feel like if just one defender falls and gives up his gap.
Right.
I mean, we can't keep gap responsibility sometimes. Not we, but sometimes you can't keep gap responsibility when you're all in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Out in open space. Man, it seems like you get that 4-2-7 guy and just give him a little bit of a.
It just seems like it's awful clogged up on watching last night.
But it seems like you could do some sort of wedge or seal and get him around the end.
Because the 11 weight, the ball gets caught, then they start running. But a couple of the guys circle sort of to the they don't go right up.
Sure.
Because then if you just beat the one, so there's sort of backups like a safety almost.
I saw the Chiefs, by the way, they scrapped that plan of not using the kicker. Like, there have been teams talking about kicking off with a safety because you need that extra tackler.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs were the first team that said they would do that, and it's taken about a week of camp to say, no, we're going to use our kicker.
Yeah.
But I would a 30-yard line is significant, though, man. That's good starting field position. You'd take that every time, wouldn't you?
The 30 versus the 25?
I would take the 30 for not versus anything. If I told you could have the ball at the 30 every possession to start in the game, you could start at the 30 every single possession in a game. Would you take it? Sight unseen.
In other words, they're just going to kick it through the end zone?
No. Every time you get the ball, it's at the 30. Would you take that if that was offered before a game started? That means you never get it at their 40, but you never get it at your 5.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It opens up. I mean,
so it's
you
a
can
pretty
do
good.
you can run whatever you want to run.
It might keep you from just banging it out. Maybe you try and come up with a way to not let him. It just seems so arbitrary for those 10 yards. Like it seems like the best you're going to do is get him at the 20, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, is it worth the risk of allowing a big play just to give it to him at the 30? Can't every kicker now kick it into the end zone if they wanted?
Pretty much.
No, it feels like that, doesn't it?
It does seem like in watching the kickoffs last night, they weren't taking any kind of run. They're just one-step kicking.
Yeah, they were trying to dump it in. I don't know if that's to practice or to throw them off the scent for the regular season.
They also have a play where you can have the 12 men on the field because if it's windy, a guy can hold. He holds the ball, but as soon as it's kicked, he has to run off the field.
That sounds like a fan job.
Yeah, he's not allowed. They probably ought to
win
sell
a roster
that out.
spot.
Revenue
That's right.
stream.
Go out there, hold it, then run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
you really
stream.
could do that. Now, sadly, the liability keeps us from doing it. But you could do that. No one would ever.
They actually showed.
You could walk a grandma off the field and she would get off in time.
And I didn't remember this, and this was from my era, but they actually showed, I guess, Joe Buck was an Oilers fan growing up for whatever reason.
That's weird.
Yeah. And so they showed this dude, Mojo. His name was Mojo. It was on the back of his shirt. Kind of a chunky, thick dude. And
a player?
No. Mojo was in, like, Oiler garb, and he'd run out to get the tee.
Oh, okay. He was the tee grab guy.
Yeah, and then he'd turn around and run back and somersault.
Well, the Jags did that with the kids forever.
Daly's Dash.
Yeah, the Dailies had a promotion where you sign up and your kid could run out and get it.
Yeah. So, anyway.
And they will hustle you off an NFL field. That is for sure.
I remember the old days of the NFL, Dan, where a credential got you on the sideline. Those were fun. It was fun recovering back in the day when you went to college and NFL and you could, as a media member, watch the game from field level, hear what they're saying to each other, at times if you wanted to. I miss that. That whole antiseptic press box.
All right. Well, let's keep it rocking here. We got a lot to do. It's, 8:34 here in the AM. We'll take a break.
GFL Friday on the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with my friends at Rhino Shield. Man, listen up. That home exterior coating, so good. Withstands 96-mile-an-hour wind-driven rains. Keeps your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology in those coatings keeps your home cooler, reduces your energy bills. But wait, there's more. This summer, take advantage. 30% off. 0% interest financing. And you always get the 25-year transferable warranty. So now you're saying, Hick, what do? I want to check this thing out. Well, you call Rhino Shield today to get the free estimate. And you call them at 904-414-4868. That's 414-4868. Or you can go to their site, rhinoshieldjax.com, for the free estimate, rhinoshieldjax.com.
Did it rain a lot this morning?
No, it was nice and sunny.
Well, the backyard's kind of swampy.
Yeah. Especially where the septic tank is.
Oh, no. When was the last time we had our septic tank pumped?
Don't neglect your septic. Just call Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing and septic experts. DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Join the fun with XL Primetime, Tuesday, August 6th at Firehouse Subs in San Marco. Get pictures and autographs from Jags players, cheerleaders, and Jackson DeVille. Tuesday, August 6th, 2 to 4 at Firehouse Subs in San Marco.
Hello, sports fans. Hicken here. Let's talk skin. Iron Beach's Dermatology are reminding you to wear your sunscreen. If you're an active parent hanging at the fields, in your boat to fish, or like to chill at the sandbar, wear sunscreen. But if you're the one that decided for years it's not cool,
guess what? Cancer isn't cool either. So when grabbing the clubs for your tee time, gassing up the boat, or grabbing the chairs for your kids' games, make sure you bring the screen. Any concerns now? Give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
It's soccer around the world, and here at home on the Sporting Jack Soccer Hour, Monday evenings on 10:10 a.m. Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley for Soccer Talk, Mondays at 6 on 1010XL.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that will be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
David Ammon here with Zero Res. So Ammon, your mom mentioned it's been a year since we did a complete house cleaning. The kitchen tile and living room floors are looking pretty dingy. It's time to call Zero Res.
That's right. Most folks know that Zero Res does an amazing job at cleaning their carpets and rugs, but they don't know that Zero Res can clean their tile and grout, LVP, and wood floors.
And right now, Zero Res is offering 25% off all hard floor cleaning. Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
C-E-R-O, Zero Res.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. You know, pool design has come a long way, and if your pool is outdated, Stanley Pools specializes in bringing older pools up to date for the whole family to enjoy. That's why I did it a few years ago, and man, I love the way my pool looks now after we added travertine pavers and so much else. Stanley Pools has been serving our community since 1988, so call them today at 269-7277 or find them online at stanleypoolsfl.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars head man, Doug Peterson, expressed what he wants to see from training camp.
I want to see what guys know. Are they running the right routes? I want to see if Trevor's going through the progression.
Jag OC Press Taylor likes the progress of first-round pick Brian Thomas.
From the day he got here, he's gotten better every single day. And that's all we're looking forward to. I mean, we don't need him ready to play week one today. We need him ready to play week one. The
Jaguars continue to receive high marks in the newest version of Madden. Jaguar running back Travis Etienne and edge rusher Josh Hines Allen both ranked number 6 at their respective positions. They're joined in the number 6 slot by tight end Evan Ingram, who has the 6th highest overall score of any tight end in the game at 88. And that's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, Ventrell,
just had some hamstring tightness. He'll be limited, but he'll be out there. Dewey has the knee right now, and he's going to be out a while. Yeah. Don't know the time frame yet, but he'll miss some significant time here in camp. Yeah, Cooper has the back still, just trying to calm it down before we put him back out there.
Yeah, you do know the time frame, but that's okay. You don't have to tell us the time frame. That's the
early, right?
You absolutely know the time frame,
right?
You know how long he's going to be out roughly. It's a 4 to 6 weeker. It's a season ender. We're going to put him on. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but you do know the time frame. He's had the MRI. He knows what the knee injury is. You just don't have to tell everybody. So,
that's for Dewey.
Yeah, talking about Dewey Wingard. Peterson said he challenges Trevor Lawrence and other quarterbacks to see what they can get away with in training camp. Added he wants them to see what type of throws they can make, but doesn't want them to be careless and make poor decisions. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy any of these things. What they do, they come back and they ease the fans' concerns by saying these things like, there'll be a year coming up, buddy, where the offense is winning, and they'll say, this time of year it's typical the offense is ahead of the defense. That'll come.
I saw this an Olympic thing, side by side of the 1932 men's 100-meter freestyle.
Okay.
And the 88 year later 2020 men's 100-meter freestyle final. Okay.
Okay.
And
that much faster?
At first, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you the men's winning time in 2020, and then I want you to tell me what the men's winning time was in 32. It's 100. But the first thing that struck me, because I was looking at them in 32, and I thought, is this the women's or the men's? Because they had on
those
bathing suits that look like
like one piece.
Yeah, one pieces.
Yeah.
And
like
they had
like wrestling uniform.
And it looked like their swim caps were more
Madge just got out of the shower.
Yeah, type thing. All right. So anyway, 47:02 in 2020. 88 years ago, what do you think the winning time was? Also, I'll tell you this: they didn't flip turn. They touched, turned, and pushed off.
That matters.
It matters a lot.
And they also don't have the precise timing that we have now. We think it was
right.
Okay. The 2020, you said
88 years difference.
All right. 2020 was 47 seconds.
47:02.
I can remember the 50. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna say
just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm gonna say when I was in high school, I remember the dude had the record, the school record for the 50 was under 30 seconds. That was 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
when I was in
55 seconds.
That's good. When I was in high school, we could swim 23 50s. 23 seconds.
Okay, well, maybe I just know it was under 30. I don't remember what it was exactly.
I mean, I was more like 28.
Okay.
But, 58:20. So 11 seconds difference.
Okay.
11 seconds.
Now, the push alone can give you 5-second difference.
I would think so.
Or maybe that's a little more, but at least 3.
Yeah.
But, you know what else they did back then?
What?
They ate potatoes in the morning. They drank milk at night. Now they got some concoction of gosh knows what nutrients you're putting in your body. I mean,
I didn't see him get out of the pool. I would suggest looking at the sprinter from today versus the sprinter then. There would be a little bit different in the body makeup.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, they didn't lift weights back then, Dan.
Well, also true.
You just were what God gave you. You threw it in the pool and see how you could do. You couldn't fine-tune and improve to the lengths that you can now. Not that you didn't train. Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
You built what you had as best you could, but you didn't get all the supplementation of, Pilates today, weight training tomorrow, CrossFit Wednesday. By the way, we're on a X calorie diet and X amount of carbs and X amount of protein. And back in the day, they're just happy they got some food. Hey, man, can I have some lunch?
Doug Peterson on waiving Riley Patterson. He made some big kicks for us, but we want to give him an opportunity to catch on with another team and give Cam feel the pressure of, okay, if you're going to be the guy, be the guy. So that's that one.
I guess Patterson's just,
Well, he's back. He's in Washington now competing with a guy who has never made a kick in a regular season game. And so they have
Patterson
he's
is
just
like,
a little short.
He's like the Gardner Minshew of kickers.
Yeah.
Like he goes somewhere to be the starter, and then they get a better one, and then he goes somewhere where they don't have a guy with any experience, and he gets to be the guy for a little while.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's fair.
hit some. He was very good in the second. It's like so many Jaguars. He was really good in the second half of 22. If we could bottle the second half of 22, get that kind of performance out of all our guys, we'd be a really good football team. It wasn't that long ago, so should be able to do that. Now, are there any other preseason games before next weekend, you ask, right? Won't we get like a Thursday or something? I ask because I want to know when I should be away from the television and not able to watch.
What do you mean?
Well, last night, I think I would rather have invested in C-SPAN.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this exhibition football.
We got 2 Thursday night games next week.
We got third teamer on third teamer. I mean, but yet we criticize the UFL.
Were we looking forward to football? I mean, we do this every year.
We called it though. I called
just
it.
Say you're not going to watch it.
Yeah, all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll watch the Jags.
No, just say you're not going to watch the game last night.
I didn't want to.
And don't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't want to. And then I tried to flip over to the Olympics, and I'm watching stuff that I already watched live 5 hours ago, so I couldn't do that.
So the Olympics, basically, what happens is all the
good stuff happens at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern.
Do they show it live?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
So they showed Simone Biles yesterday at 3?
You got to see the whole thing.
Because I figured they would show it last night, but they don't hold it. They show it and then they replay
which is smart. With social media now, it's been a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea when they were doing that before.
Mm-hmm.
But
Xander made that putt back, so he finished at 11. He's tied with Matsuyama.
Scheffler stinks. That's all that matters to me. I'm going to go. I'm going to get goosed this weekend, so I need everyone else to also. Well, you two, and you're going to get $1 million, and I'll be further behind.
I need the X-Man to win, and
I've got the bronze right now.
We're having a wheel summit, by the way. There's changes coming with the wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about this. The wheel started, Dan, to keep you and I, more me, from these just crazy emotional bets and assurances. It shouldn't be the go-to for any season-long contest that you lose, you spin the wheel. That's not what the wheel was born for.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss that.
And I'm not going to change this year. I'm not saying that. But moving forward, I'm done with the Friday 5-pack being a wheel spin.
Okay, well, we'll just set the parameters for the Friday 5-pack.
That's what I mean.
Maybe the bet will be dinner.
Or it can be a punishment.
Yeah, or a punishment.
Yeah, but it's known. It's got this just flippantly coming up. It's just, and I don't say this because of fear of the wheel. I say it because it's the intent, though.
I fear the wheel.
The intent of the wheel was to keep in check, I guarantee you.
I fear the wheel.
I guarantee you. Oh, yeah? Dime bet? That's what the wheel is for. Not whoever is fourth in the brunch with the tour, whoever that may be, or whoever, loses March Madness. That's not, used to be March Madness. There was a punishment, and that's fine. Like even the pee pants. That wasn't a wheel spin. I had to wear the pee pants.
426 votes in the end. Our Dreamfinders Homes Quickie poll. Where would Jags fans prefer to see the team play in 2027? 59.6 to 40.4. So 6-4. 6 out of 10 prefer Gainesville over Orlando.
It's close enough to make either decision and not be too, polarizing.
You can kind of do what's best for you in this case. I mean, I'll be curious what the feedback they get is, but I would suspect it would mirror kind of this poll.
I would think that I will say this. On Jags.com, you may have a little more of an out-of-town audience than yours. And if you have an out-of-town audience and they're talking about
It's not Jags.com.
Oh, it's not? I thought you said the Jaguars put it
sent out a survey.
The team sent out a survey.
Yes.
Okay, so they're sending it probably to your local season ticket holders. Okay, I got you. I thought, that makes sense. So they're literally asking only this. Are they asking all fans or the season tickets?
Don't know. I think season ticket holders.
Gotcha.
Is this what your wheel sounds like?
Real similar.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, real similar.
It takes a piece of your soul every time
it
you
does.
spin it.
And it does. And again, this isn't about getting out of the wheel punishments. I'm willing to put a punishment on Brunch with a Tour, on this. But what's happened is, when's the last time we used the sack bet, Hick? That's what the wheel's supposed to be. And when's the last time before the sack bet that we used the wheel on just an argument over something that we let the dime decide? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what
interesting comments here. Interesting article here. Just the way it's been handled here. Marcellus Wiley is reporting. Marcellus Wiley is on one of the Fox talk shows.
He's that dude.
He was that
Remember
dude. Yeah. Anyway, he's reporting on one of the Fox shows. Today is Skip Bayless's last day on the Fox show. Last month, the Post reported they would be parting ways with Bayless later this summer. The end is now, according to Marcellus Wiley, who said, I was given information at Skip Bayless's last day. What's interesting about this departure, other than the news, is how anticlimactic it is in terms of nothing publicly has been said by Bayless, nothing making headlines. Internally, a lot of people in the building are saying we're not talking about it either. Is that by design? Is that by residue? Bayless and FS1 haven't even confirmed the report that he was leaving, but they haven't denied it either. So who knows? I mean, he's just going to be done and leave? I don't know. So
I'm not saying this other than a clip maybe that we play on the air.
Yeah, I get it.
I haven't seen Skip Bayless.
But you know the name. I mean, everybody knows.
And I saw him a lot at ESPN. I haven't seen him, though, since ESPN. And I know that he and Shannon got into it a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shannon left and went to ESPN.
Right, I knew that, too.
And then the fired ESPN guys went to – it was just a trade, basically. So
correct.
But, yeah, the guy, to his credit, though, he made a boatload of cash. He leveraged ESPN to Fox. He made a ton of money off of Fox. He was way too highly paid. He really was. He was a get the clicks guy before there were places to get the clicks.
Somebody sitting at this table is the most hated man in all of sports media.
Correct, and that's probably not true.
Yeah, it's not.
I would say that Stephen A. is both beloved and hated more than Skip Bayless because of his platform and such. So that's what I would say. I don't think my memory of Skip Bayless will always be Jalen Rose taking him down for his high school basketball.
Yeah, he claimed to be all this, and then you learn he didn't even play.
That's kind of my memory. But
what was the Troy Aikman thing? He got into it, something about Troy Aikman.
Well, he wrote books about the Cowboys because he was in Texas and covered Dallas, and he wrote some things that I think he might have
4 days
suggested something about Troy's sexuality.
He did.
That made him.
He's just whatever.
Yeah.
And then he wears all the bling and tries to run with Lil Wayne. He's just a poser, dude. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if that's you. I don't think that's Skip Bayless. I think these photos, trying to put a selfie with your guns from your workout.
He always does that.
Stop it.
Yeah, he always.
Wow, I mean, he's 65 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He always takes a Cowboys jersey off and throws it in the trash every time they lose.
Let me ask you a question, buddy. Dan Hicken, you can appreciate this.
Yes.
Honestly, April 25th, somewhat, 3 or 4 days before the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
Undisputed was on television.
Okay.
I want you to tell me how many viewers it got.
I know that Peppa Pig used to beat it.
I mean, how many viewers did it get on the morning of April 25th?
250,000.
45,000.
Yeah.
We literally, okay? This isn't a humble brag.
Right.
We literally hit more people every morning here on The Drill than Skip Bayless's national show did.
We should be national.
Maybe.
We should be national.
I wouldn't want that boxing take yesterday to be national.
We should be national, and we should get his money.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
Let's come back for the 9 o'clock
4
hour.
years, $32 million.
Yeah. They're way overpaid. Yeah.
For 45,000?
For 45,000, man. 45,000. That's national cable television, 45,000 viewers. Now, granted, it's at a time of day where your typical sports fan ain't going to be in front of the television. He's at work. Or sleeping in last night's late shift, right? The people watching TV that time of day, Dan, this just in, they're watching The View. Let's come back on a GFL Friday.
All right.
Somebody sitting at this table is the most hated man in all of sports media.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
What position do I play?
You can't play?
Why not?
Mia O'Brien.
Women like her don't come along every day.
Weekdays noon to 2
That makes me rather dangerous.
on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
We love talking sports on 1010XL, and I-9 Sports loves giving kids the perfect way to grow up playing sports. Fall and winter registration is underway. Log on to i9sports.com and see all they've got to offer. Kids 3 and up. You can enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount. Year-round sports all across the First Coast. St. John's, Duval, and Clay. Sign up now for fall and winter. Great locations added like Fort Family Field, Westside Middle, and Duval Charter Bay Meadows. It's all online at i9sports.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. It's Matt Hayes. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Waco 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major. Year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just about 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy among your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist pumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
The restaurant of the day is Flame Broiler. Try the happy hour special, a mini chicken bowl with a drink for just $6.45. Order online at flamebroilerusa.com or check out one of 5 locations across town. Flame Broiler, simply healthy.
1010XL Weekly is out now. Mia here, and text the word weekly to subscribe to our new 1010XL newsletter and for a chance to win Jaguars and concert tickets. Get an inside look at local sports, trending players, station info, and chances to win prizes all year long.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Orthopedics. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. University of Florida football experienced some injuries last season. Head coach Billy Napier commented on position depth.
You may get into tough spots late in the year at certain positions, and all of a sudden we got a certain number of players at a position, right? So I think you can get in the weeds. I think right now I'm trying to get ready for this challenge in front of us and focus on training camp.
Knowles defensive back Earl Little Jr. expressed his confidence in his teammates in the secondary having his back.
Real confident with those killers behind me. The two boys on the outside with shot behind me. I feel great, confidence-wise, having those guys around me.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp lost Wednesday's suspended game against the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on Thursday afternoon. The second game also saw the Jumbo Shrimp take the L. The teams are scheduled to play again this evening at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. Game time is 7:05. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's right now 80 degrees at 9:02. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I thought it was interesting. They worked the punter, the 12th guy, a couple times there. I think there was some movement early by I think the Bears had some movement, early, and it's going to be new. I don't think the actual yard line moved much. I don't think it got past the 30 much, the ones I saw. So it's going to be interesting. Everybody's in the same boat, kind of figuring it out.
All right, we are back. That is Doug Peterson talking about the kickoff. The NFL has dubbed it the dynamic kickoff, and well, it's not dynamic at all. At least as far as going last night, it was very boring. I do think we're keeping it close to the vest, but I think that the kickoff will be what the kickoff has always been. An occasional burst, an occasional game-changing or game-altering moment, but it's not going to be suddenly like 50-50 if the guy takes it to the house. So I don't think we're going to see a bunch of plays.
Take it to the house.
Like we saw in the women's rugby game the other day.
Oh, Spiff. What a play by Spiff.
Spiff. That was a good one. That was funny.
Go Spiff.
I know things get embellished, when there's a lot of coverage around them and the athletes themselves and the fact that they had to postpone it. But should we?
Yeah.
If a river is so polluted, so unhealthy, that you have to postpone a day, that you have to do this, that, or the other, should we maybe, I know it doesn't fit your typical triathlon, but maybe let the triathletes just start in the pool? Can they just swim the pool and then do the bike and the run? Why do you have to jump into the manure fest to do an Olympic event? This is a quote from someone in the triathlon.
Yeah.
While swimming under the bridge, I felt and saw things that we shouldn't think about too much.
Is that a leg?
I saw and touched things. That's gross is what that is.
Yeah. Is that a leg?
I drank a lot of water, so we'll know tomorrow if I'm sick or not. It didn't taste like Coke or Sprite, of course.
All right, Jeff, let's play a little game. Who had these numbers in high school? Are you ready to play?
Zay Jones.
Who had these numbers in high school?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Thank you, Gibby. In football, I had 54 catches for 969 yards and 17 touchdowns. High school football. 54 catches, 969, 17 touchdowns. Basketball, I was all-state center with 18.2 points, 12.8 rebounds. Baseball, I hit 500 with 7 home runs and 32 RBIs, and I was 9-3 on the bump with a .65 ERA.
Bo Jackson's what you are, playing against high schoolers. What in the world?
Who am I?
All right, so is this a current athlete?
Yes. 54 catches, 969, 17 touchdowns, 18.2, 12.8, double-double.
He's a big guy, right? He's
all-state center, so he's a big
dude. He's a big guy.
Hit 500, 7 homers, and 9-3 on the bump with a .65. Would you like to guess first what sport he went into? Football, basketball, or baseball?
Like when you say recent, like really recent? Or is he active player?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said.
I was thinking Julius Peppers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because of the Hall of Fame last night. Yeah.
He probably had similar numbers.
Right? I didn't know if he played baseball.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he played baseball. I'm guessing he's a pitcher.
Okay, he did play baseball.
Mm-hmm. He does play baseball.
He does play baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skeens.
Skeens is a good guess. Aaron Judge.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wow, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Total sense. Yeah, total sense. The Braves have gotten a lot of solar power from their move. So, they've traded for Jorge Soler. They haven't lost since. Now, he's 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts, but
I read something.
Welcome to Atlanta, Jorge. Get used to it.
I read something that who's playing the outfield, him or Ozuna? Because neither of them has played the outfield this year.
Yeah, no, Soler is playing the outfield.
Ozuna
cannot play the
he
outfield.
can't play.
Yeah,
Soler had not played one inning in the outfield.
No, but he can still play the outfield.
Okay.
Versus what Ozuna, you'd have better luck just putting a bullpen pitcher on a unicycle out there.
I also have this I wanted to mention. I have every 90 of them, every NFL, Major League Baseball, and NBA stadium, ballpark, arena ranked by average review ratings on Yelp, Google, TripAdvisor, and Facebook.
Okay. Now, say this sports to me again.
Football, baseball, basketball.
Okay. The big three.
The big three. The big three.
Okay. All right, this is good. I'm got to think that
best and the worst. That's what I want.
It's not by category. They're all in
combined.
Together.
All mixed up.
I got to think that. By what everyone said, that LA stadium is just the bee's knees.
That's a great guess. I would think so too. It's not.
Okay. It's not in. Am I just looking for number one or
number one? Just the best and the worst.
Best. Okay.
All right. Let me see where the LA stadium would be.
Surprised. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Best and the worst.
Best and worst. There's so many different ways to. I'm kind of stumped because I was sure that the.
Yeah, I like that. It is the bee's knees.
Okay. Then let's go. I mean, it's got to be something new, something fantastic, something that's just.
And by the way, I'm sure you're not gonna. It's too debatable. None of us is gonna
right.
agree.
Like it could be like.
But I think
Dallas's
this number
basketball arena.
one is. You could make an argument for the experience and the
Wrigley.
Wrigley's great. It's 8.
Okay.
So that's a better guess.
Now, Wrigley, you're getting. I like Wrigley being 8 because they're giving it to you for its totality and not its modern convenience.
SoFi is one of the worst. I wonder why.
Maybe is there more old school feel to this list?
Could be.
Do you have to be some brand new shiny toy?
No, it's mixed.
Okay.
Fenway is 7.
What about Yankee Stadium?
Nope. Yankee Stadium is
the basketball arenas.
37.
The basketball arenas all seem the same to me.
I think part of it could be like how
Boston
you get.
Garden. Well, it's not.
Again, how you get there.
Okay.
Cost.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a lot of stuff.
I'm just guessing. I don't. It says the.
You know what looks like good to me? You've been there. You know what looks nice? Actually, I've been in that. I saw a game there. In fact, never mind.
Okay. What one?
The Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Average review rating on Yelp, Google, TripAdvisor.
How about the Braves? The Battery. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Have a good park. Good.
I'll be there tomorrow
atmosphere.
night.
You're going tomorrow night?
I'm going tomorrow. Yep.
You want to make sure you see a win. You're playing the Marlins. They're 42, right. Truist Park.
Okay.
Number 1 is a place you've been, Jeff Prosser. It's Lambeau Field.
Okay.
Lambeau Field.
That's definitely that's like stepping back in time.
Number 2, I don't mind number 2. I think it's
I have Texas Stadium.
PNC Park, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're. I can't tell you this. This is going deep, right? I mean, the percentage of people that will actually ever experience PNC Park is very. I will say this about Lambeau. I'll say this to all Jaguar fans out there. Whether even if the Jags don't play there, if you're a football fan, go to Lambeau Field. It is an experience. It is, and it's just you've heard us talk about it, but it's like they put. It's like they put a state. It'd be like the Jaguars built a brand new stadium and they put it next to Bowl America on Beach Boulevard. It's like there's a pick and save across the street. It's just a.
Where do you think the Jags?
Old stadium?
rank?
How many are there? 1 to what?
90.
I'm going to say it's very
Give me
low.
a number on the
80.
Jags. No. Better.
60.
Better.
50.
49. Everbank.
Doesn't exactly scream we need a new one.
No, but it's a great vacation spot for a lot of
helps.
visiting
That's
fans,
true. And
right?
back in the day, we always said Chamber of Commerce, come get a win,
Yeah.
enjoy the sunshine. It's can't lose.
All right, so I gave you the top ones. Give me the worst one. The worst one. I would have guessed the one that came in second to worst. And the worst one.
Yeah, it has to be Oakland.
They're 89th. That's
They're
what I
not
would have
90th?
No, there's
Come
one
on,
that beats
man.
them. And by the way,
Is it a hockey arena?
No, there's no hockey.
There's no hockey.
And by the way, number 90, you can make an argument.
All right, so I'm going to say then that it's what's that? Oh, is it like
Now, this is interesting. Allegiant Stadium is 88. That's
the
Vegas.
Raiders?
The Raiders. That's
Yeah.
Vegas.
What's right? I don't know. This list sounds kind of. I haven't been to all these, so I'm not going to complain too much. But it sounds kind of weird to me.
There are some.
All right, another
the West Coast ones don't do well.
The worst.
NRG 81. Screw you, Texans.
Yeah, take that.
The worst one is a football venue that has been panned. But you, when I say it, you go, oh yeah. It's like if it's falling apart. Guys walking off the field. People falling into the. Falling into the stand, falling onto the field.
It's Washington.
Yes, Washington. The Commanders Field is number 90.
Really not that old.
And apparently, it's
an awful place. It's a pain to get to. There's only like one road in. Yeah, it's no fun.
And Frangie will tell you it's the worst broadcast booth, too, because the vantage point, too, is terrible.
Lucas Oil, 17. I like Lucas Oil. It's fine. Citi Field, 20 for the Mets. Yeah, we beat the Yankees. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting, so. Not a big deal, but curious.
From the text line, the Skip Bayless is a live golfer.
Yeah.
That's kind of something.
Took the money.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok yesterday that has, I hate to bring something up that is a little bit, shines a little bit of negativity around.
You on TikTok now?
About Dan Hicken? No, I saw it on Twitter, but I saw it but they posted.
Have you thought about going, expanding your mogulness to TikTok?
Only if it's a financial boon, which it could be.
You
but
need to get a little agent or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
I haven't done
Call
that
Yoda, see if he can make some cash for you.
Yoda. I miss Yoda. This was the question posed to the Olympians. And I feel vindicated, yet, it is what it is. And here was the question, Jeff Prosser. Do Olympic swimmers pee in the pool?
Well, that's a little different.
Why?
Because they don't have the option.
I don't jump into the
midstream.
pool to say, hey, I got to go pee and jump into the pool to pee.
You're not in the middle of an Olympic event.
If I'm in the pool, then, I will pee in my pool. Just like everyone else, all the liars say they don't.
So a guy running the 100-yard has a bathroom accident and poops himself. That's the same as...
There's no poop. It doesn't say poop. It says
either
pee.
way. My point
There's
is...
no either way.
They're in the middle of a competition. It's different than you
They're not in the middle.
Hanging out.
They're training.
Well, then you keep changing it on me. I thought you meant it in the middle of an event.
Does it say, do Olympic swimmers pee in the pool in the middle of an event? Of course not.
I think probably... I'm just going to say this. It's just, you shouldn't pee in the pool. It's gross. And
everybody pees in the pool.
No, they don't. I don't pee in the pool.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I don't
Olympic
pee in the
swimmers
pool.
pee in the pool.
It's gross.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
If you say you don't pee in the pool, you're lying.
That's
because
not true.
Everybody's doing it. A lot. More than you think.
It shows what pigs y'all
There's
are.
only the people that tell the truth and the liars. So everybody pees in the pool.
I do not
there's
pee in
no
the
time
pool.
for me to get out and go pee.
Oh, in the Olympics, that may be true.
So, yes, it's a thing. We all do it.
But if you have a pool in your backyard at home,
Everybody
you
pees in
shouldn't
the
pee in it. You should get out and use the bathroom like a civilized adult.
No one does that.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do, too.
You don't have a bat unless you have your
I was just in a pool a while ago.
And you peed in it.
Now you're making fun of my financial status.
No, I'm not. You can build a
You
pool.
have a little plastic pool. I saw you came in the other day out of breath. You blow up your pools. To hell with you. We're going to break. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, a 1010XL Summer Olympic Update. Brought to you by
USAPark.net Airport Parking.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games. Simone Biles becomes the first U.S. gymnast with 6 gold medals. She wins the individual all-around for the second time after pulling out of the final in Tokyo.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
At 27, Biles is the oldest woman to win the all-around since 1952. Suni Lee takes the bronze. In the pool, Katie Ledecky gets the silver as part of the 200-meter freestyle relay, her 13th Olympic medal, a record for American women. And 57 straight Olympic wins for the U.S. women's basketball team to lock up a spot in the quarterfinals. With this Summer Games update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select a new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Now, some dealers charge more than sticker, but not Nimnick Buick GMC. They never charge above MSRP. The Nimnick family of dealerships have been serving Northeast Florida for over 81 years, and they're committed to giving back. Search Nimnick Cares on YouTube to learn about how Nimnick gives back to this great community. There's a reason I've been buying cars from Nimnick for years, because they've been doing business the right way. So stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. No one cares more about their customers before and after the sale, and nobody knows that better than me. That's why I always buy from Nimnick. That's Nimnick, your friends in the car business, since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Of course, Roland Reach Plumbing has awards from Folio Weekly and the Bold City's Best. Now, Roland Reach is also confirmed as the Google Guaranteed Plumbing Service. Because when you do plumbing right, the word gets around. That's Roland Reach Plumbing.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This summer, beat the heat at Best Bet, your premier poker destination. Whether you're a seasoned poker pro or a first-time card player, you'll find a cool retreat from the summer heat with thrilling poker games, big payouts, and refreshing drinks. Join us for an unforgettable experience. Cool off and cash in at Best Bet. The stakes are high, the cards are hot, and your chance for fun is guaranteed. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
We will be perfect. Training camp. You drop a pass, you run a mile. Nobody covers camp like 1010XL. Get daily training camp coverage brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control. Perfection on 1010XL.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
The best game day parking in all of Duval is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
Have you tried golfing at the improved Cimarron Golf Club? If you haven't, tell you what, you're missing out on the best deal in Jacksonville. Now, many of you have received a postcard in the mail, and of course, if you bring that with you, $45 plus tax to play. That includes a cart, lunch, and a beer at the brand new Stone Barrel Tap House. Now, go to the website, that is CimarronGolfClub.com, and sign up for the Wild One Loyalty Program. That's the Wild One Loyalty Program, and get all of these specials emailed to you from Cimarron.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We know Riley, and he's made some big kicks here for us, obviously, and it's an opportunity for him to, catch on now with another team, and it's an opportunity for Cam to, feel the pressure now of if you're the guy, you need to be the guy.
To be the guy, you got to beat the guy. Welcome back to the program.
A variety of responses, thanks to your disgust.
What do you?
The text line Design My Lifetime Enclosures. I pee in the pool. Truth wins.
Thank you, friend.
Mike and the Dina.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kids pee in the pool. Dan, you're nasty. And then there's this. Maybe Dan's French. They pee and poop in a whole river.
You suggested that there's some sort of chemical, and I told you I was just down in Clearwater.
I've seen these
hotel,
videos.
And I peed in that pool, too.
God, that's so gross, man. I mean, people, again, it's just not mogul-like material. I maybe they're fake. I see them. I'm not saying it, but I see these videos on, YouTube Shorts or TikTok or wherever where there'll be a pool party and people are there and all of a sudden, poof, there's like this, colored pink or purple or bright water around somebody and they're trying to look around and deny it was in. But the proof right there is in the dye.
Yeah.
But it's very embarrassing.
Ain't
So
no dye.
You're saying that that's a lie. That's just
lie.
used to discourage you.
Mythbuster right here.
Though I saw a sign on. I wish you had seen this sign when you were a kid.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, back
in pools.
Yeah, back in the day, man, it was like you had to be like you went to private school if you had a pool in your yard.
Yeah.
Right? Or at least in the north. I grew up north of Florida.
Yeah, you didn't need a pool.
No one had pools. You went to the community pool.
We went to the pond in
Right,
New York.
that's
where
what
I
you
lived.
did, exactly.
We
So
jumped in
there-
the pond. We had a little raft
weren't
out
that-
there, and we went in the pond.
There weren't that many pools around. Like one out of
We fished and we swam in the pond.
100 friends had a pool. Now every other one does, but
Yeah.
we're in Florida, so that makes sense. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
there was a sign I noticed when the one friend that I had a pool. They had it up there. Welcome to our ool. Notice there's no pee in it. Let's keep it that way. I'm going to get you that for Christmas.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I break that rule, though. So
Yours would say, instead of ool, it would say pee-pee. Oh.
Yeah, or I might
Welcome
just,
to our pool, because we got lots of pee.
Or I might just take a whiz on the sign. Hey, shame on the Hall of Fame for this, and it's not that big a deal, but Adam Schneppner put this picture out yesterday. So Schefter. Yeah. He's gray. He put out this picture. Hall of Fame game puts out Texans versus Bears 2024 Hall of Fame game Thursday, August 1, 8 p.m. I'm looking at DJ Moore and CJ Stroud.
Right. That's false advertising.
We knew they weren't
Quit it.
playing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What's up with the weather at this Hall of Fame game, too? Since
Ohio.
when are they in the rainforest?
Get Howard on the phone. We got to know what's going on up there.
Y'all help me on the text line. I know, 2 years ago, what is going on at ESPN? Your guy Graziano looks like he's lost a bunch of weight, too. They're all like, what are they doing to these guys up there? We're looking at Teddy Bruschi this morning. If you haven't seen old Teddy in a while, he looks 175 pounds.
Easy.
He's a former middle linebacker, isn't he, Hick?
He was puffed up.
Yeah, he had the neck roll, too, back in the day.
Yeah.
But then Graziano here, doesn't he look like he's, gaunt?
Grazi.
He's gaunt.
Hasn't Duraco shrunk down, too?
Well, maybe it's in their contract up there. They're very image conscious at ESPN. We know that.
Dear Mike, you're fat. Lose weight or be fired. Sincerely, ESPN.
Correct.
Mike's been thin for a while.
Yeah.
Who do you have more confidence in getting the job done in the SEC? I was just thinking about this because I was looking and I was like, oh man, Hugh Freeze or Billy Napier?
Hugh Freeze.
You think Auburn's going to take off here?
Well, I'm not going to predict that Hugh Freeze will be enough at Auburn to get him there, but I would think that I would trust a guy who built little Ole Miss into a team that could beat Alabama before I would discount him.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting they put Auburn in that 30. Auburn doesn't have a quarterback, so that's a problem.
Well, they got a guy who's returning though, and they what happened was Hugh Freeze let somebody else call plays last year, and he didn't like that.
Okay, so that was the reason
he's
behind the
taking it
struggle.
back, yeah.
Give me Auburn's high and low from last year. Are you looking at their schedule?
I'm looking at this year's schedule.
Okay, let me look at last. I just wonder what Auburn to me, like without looking, I'd say they were Florida. That's what they feel like to me.
Yeah, I think Auburn's going to win like 8 or 9 this year.
Right. No, I'm saying last year.
Oh,
they feel like they're like they were 6-6 or whatever.
And
But I could be wrong.
Here's why I think Auburn will. They're going to beat Alabama A&M. Then they play Cal, who they went neck and neck with last year, but I think they take care of Cal this year in Auburn. Then they got New Mexico and homecoming. Then they got Arkansas, which they could win. Can they beat Oklahoma at home? Sure they can. Can they win at Georgia? Probs not. At Missouri,
But that is a game that goes weird. But I would not be picking that.
Not lately.
No.
Can they win at Missouri? Probs not. Can they win at Kentucky? Yes. Can they win Vandy? Yes. Can they beat ULM? Yes. Can they beat Texas A&M at home? Yes. Can they win at Alabama? Probs not, but maybe.
They lost to Georgia 27-20 last year, so
Yeah, I know.
they can play with some of these teams.
I know.
They lost to Ole Miss. You know what? They were closer last year than we were, Hick. They lost.
I know.
They won their first 3 against overmatched opponents. Then they lost at Texas A&M pretty good. Then they lost at home to Georgia by 7. LSU whacked them, but then they lost at home to Ole Miss by 7.
Right.
Didn't beat anybody. That's the problem with them last year. They didn't beat anybody, Hick. They beat Mass. They won at Cal. They beat Samford. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Vandy. They beat Arkansas.
Yeah.
So that's it. And their losses, Texas A&M, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama. The lows, New Mexico State. They lost to New Mexico State late in the year, 31-10.
They're going to beat Alabama, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. After losing to New Mexico State. The high was almost a loss to Alabama.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, they hit a lucky 4th and forever play to win the game. But they lost, the low very certainly against New Mexico State. They finished 6-6 and lost their bowl 6-7.
Brent Venables or Billy Napier?
I mean, I'm not a Venable guy, but I mean,
I'm not either.
I don't like this, Dan.
All right.
Let's don't play this game.
Billy Napier's ranked low. I get it.
Well, the reason is, Dan, he's where he should be ranked. I can't project what he's going to be. He has done unless we are.
What's Billy Napier's biggest win to date?
Like on the field?
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest win to date didn't they? I think
it was beating Utah.
Was it Utah last year?
First one.
Well, who else did we have that year? Anyone? Didn't we have a home win over Tennessee last year was a nice win.
Yeah.
Beat the hell out of them at home.
Yeah.
National TV game. They were ranked, maybe top 10. That was a good win. He's had a couple.
Yeah.
Listen, there's different ways you can get, imprisoned by your results. Sometimes it's not your wins. It's what are your losses?
Well, that's not what I asked.
I know. I'd say Utah year 1.
Utah was ranked 10th.
And what was Tennessee?
I'm going through 22.
Okay.
They lost to Tennessee with the AR that game by 5 points. They were ranked 6th. They also beat the hell out of 23rd ranked South Carolina 38-6. And then they lost to FSU 45-38, and they were 11. So Tennessee was 17.
17. They lost already. Is that what happened?
Yeah, so 10th ranked Utah is his biggest win to date.
That's a nice win.
Yeah.
They almost got the Noles on the road with the AR. Mm-hmm. They were a lot better. They were more competitive in year.
Well, they would have beat
AR.
They would have beat number 8 Missouri if they stop a 4th and 16. There's a lot of wouldas here, but
yeah. That's what happened. It defines kind of how you Establish yourself as a winning or a losing program.
Boy,
Or
I tell you
those
what,
things.
last year they ended with 12th ranked LSU, 8th ranked Missouri, and 6th ranked FSU. Crazy. I'll do some New York City headlines.
When we come back, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
So let's take a quick break. We will end it with New York City headlines.
Okay.
And put the wraps on the week that was.
The kibosh.
It's going to be a game week next week with an asterisk.
It is.
You're listening to The Drill on a GFL Friday.
It's going to be a game week, and you're going to come back and say, I lost interest in the middle of the second quarter. I just couldn't do it.
The Jags
couldn't do it.
The Jags can keep my interest because I can at least note who's looking good on the second and third team.
point.
But other teams, it's got a lot of spring football feel to it to me. All right. Back with the wrap next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
D.B. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Mortgage rates are down. Yep, they've been dropping big time. So it's a great time to call Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's got APRs in the 5. So if you got stuck with a high rate last year and you want to refinance, this is a great time to call and lower your payment. Or can use this opportunity to get cash out of your home's equity and pay off those credit cards, personal loans, car loans, other high rate debt. Loan Pronto can help you use these lower rates to get the cash you need in a matter of days. You can do a full refi, or you can do an Equity Express line of credit. Homeowners who call Loan Pronto typically cut their monthly payments by $850. Bottom line, your home value's way up, mortgage rates have come down, making this a great time to act. So call today for a free 30-second rate quote. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments by calling 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 2nd, 1982, MLB legend Oakland outfielder Ricky Henderson steals his 100th base of the season in a 6-5 win over Seattle.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
This is Hayes Carline for Kingfish Pest Control, a local family-owned business that's been chosen as the exclusive pest control provider for the brand new state-of-the-art Miller Electric Performance Center. As a Kingfish customer myself, I know their effectiveness in keeping spiders, roaches, bugs, and termites out. When I trust them for my family and the Jags trust them for their business, then you can too. For the best service in town, call my friends at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
This is Dr. James Perry, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Doug Peterson says as the Jaguar head coach, there's one message he wants to convey during training camp.
We've got to get better and improve as a football team. We got to learn how to finish. And that to me was the biggest message or coaching point that I had.
Jaguar offensive coordinator Press Taylor says he's enjoying backup and former Patriot QB Mac Jones.
What I love about Mac is that Mac loves football. He loves playing football. He loves talking football, which I think that I'm very similar in that way.
Running back Travis Etienne is pleased with his upgrade on the latest edition of Madden.
When I first got here, I was a 78, and then I was kind of anxious to get that up. I was a long way from that 78, and I just had that 9 as a starting point. It's a great feeling as a competitor, as a running back.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
A couple of things. If you haven't seen the pace that this Bobby Witt Jr. is on, that's amazing. My guy, Bobby Witt Jr., not my guy, the Royals' Bobby Witt Jr., just hit 489 in July. That's against Major League pitching. That's crazy. It's like, hey, it's the highest average in like 90 years for a month in Major League Baseball where you get, that's like, think of those super sluggers in college, the Caglions and Condons and Bazanas. They don't hit like that.
No.
That's crazy, man. That's
it's like 3 months ago. Somebody
489.
Somebody prescient said I would take Bobby Witt Jr. if I was starting my club right now, and I know you're going to sort of compare it to the Old Bear comparison and say everybody thought that, but somebody went out there and said it. That's all.
Where's Old Bear's major trophy this year?
He didn't get one. Came up short. Came up just a bit short.
I don't recall, by the way, this conflicting, angry reaction at your supposition about Bobby Witt Jr. I think I remember everyone saying, yeah, that guy's good.
See, here we go. Here we go. Never want to give
credit. I don't remember what you're talking about, quite frankly.
It's all right.
So if you did bring him up, that's terrific. Call Baseball Digest and see what they have to say.
Baseball Digest. I'm just calling the drill. I'm just saying it on the drill here.
You guys want a quick pop quiz?
Heck yeah, I want a quick pop quiz.
All right, you ready?
Right, I do.
Here we go. Here we go. This Major League pitcher last night extended his streak of scoreless innings to 21.1.
Okay.
Who is it?
21.1. I know who it's not. That's Charlie Morton.
Not old Charlie. This is it's kind of a tough one. 21.1 straight scoreless innings. Extended this last night.
Holy cow. I don't know who it is. The Cubs and Cards, they scored runs. I know that.
I'm guessing maybe the Royals pitcher?
I'll give you a hint. It's a reliever.
Oh, I have no idea. No idea. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know. Who?
Ben Joyce of the Angels. We were talking earlier about the Angels, how much guys they've tried and guys that aren't any good anymore.
Yeah.
This guy, a couple of years in the league already, but out of Tennessee, 103 last night on the black.
Pretty.
We got a
speedy.
3-game set with the Angels. I don't need to hear that.
Well, that's good news. Is it in New York or on the road?
We're on the road. We're on the West Coast for
You're
like
on the West
10 days.
You and the Phillies
straight.
together. Did you guys travel together or no?
No, we went to Anaheim.
Okay.
I don't know where they went.
They went to Seattle.
Okay, then we're going to St. Louis for one game. Makeup. Then we
Nice.
go back to Seattle. Then we go to Colorado.
Okay, the Phillies go Seattle, Dodgers, Diamondbacks. The lead now in the East is down to 6. I say down to 6 only because the Phillies keep losing all the day.
Oral Hershiser has the record for the most consecutive scoreless.
57?
He beat Drysdale.
2/3,
I think it's 59.
59
but I'm not
did he get to?
positive. But I believe it's Hershiser, then Drysdale, then whomever.
Yeah, I don't remember who Drysdale. I remember Oral chasing that record. It was in the 80s.
I remember Cy Young year, my boy R.A. Dickey.
You know what's interesting, Dan? When Oral Hershiser broke that record in 86 or 88, was it?
Uh-huh.
It felt like it was forever ago that Drysdale said it.
Right.
And now as we sit here today, it's been a lot longer since Hershiser set that record than it was in the time between Drysdale and Hershiser.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Just like you. You want to do some New York City headlines?
I do. They're so real, they can't be made up, and they are brought to you by This Is Real. You want to feel better. You want more energy. You want your vitality back. Do you want it all with a doctor on demand, your own personal physician? It's Doc on Demand, Paul Busey, and Integra Concierge Medicine from crippling allergies, a low sex drive, libido, chronic fatigue. Find the cause, get the cure, get your hormones in balance. And follow me to Doc Paul Busey at Integra Concierge Medicine. Call 619-3609, 619-3609, or go IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
Boom. Actual headlines. Olympics triathlete reveals what made him sick after he vomited 10 times swimming in Seine River.
Yeah, we've learned they're, quote, touching and tasting things that they shouldn't be in the water.
$4.7 billion NFL Sunday ticket decision overturned in bombshell ruling.
In other news, 300 of those million go to Judge John Doe.
How celeb beloved lingerie brand Fleur du Mal has managed to stay buzzy for more than a decade.
You have too much money if you know lingerie brands. You know what I'm saying?
Living large, glad under fire over excessive spending on CEO, including first-class flights, ritzy hotels, $20,000 home office revamp.
You got to pamper yourself, man. They need pampered.
Prince Andrew refuses to leave Royal Mansion as King Charles is desperate to avoid knockdown war.
Yeah, King Charles, I think he knocks down a pint, maybe. I mean, if you had to not trust any world ruler to keep control in a war with another country, it would be King Charles over there in England.
I like this headline, and it's a feel-good story. We don't get many of those in New York City headlines. Latte Luck. Barista with autism evades homelessness thanks to New York City Cafe employing people with cognitive disabilities. Clap it up.
Okay, I don't know if that's luck. It's good timing.
Turning up the heat, meet the jaw-dropping world's sexiest athlete competing at the Olympic Games.
I mean, some of the outfits they put these girls in over there, Hick, there's a lot of competition, man.
This is that girl, Alicia Smith from Germany.
I've seen more cheek than I do on a chipmunk.
Inmate learns his fate in prison killing of Boston gangster James Whitey Bulger.
If you kill a gangster, shouldn't you just get a pass?
SNL star says she's leaving show after 4 seasons
or something
during comedy gig. I ain't coming back.
Chrissy, Squeaky.
I just read them.
Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of SNL anymore. I did not recognize her.
Anchors away. CBS Evening News will get massive overhaul. Returns to New York City after Nora O'Donnell exits.
Will any of the overhaul include objectivity and a return to journalism?
Oh, dear. Bill Belichick's slew of media jobs, a PR makeover, NFL Insider.
Well, then they better burn that footage of him leaving that girl's apartment shirtless in December.
Oh, dear.
That ain't going to be good.
Family pulls hilarious luggage prank on Pops at airport. People kept laughing.
Pops punched them all and left them at the port.
Slam dunk. Marcus Jordan parties with blonde bombshell in Cannes after Larsa Pippen split. He has a type.
Hey, apple tree.
California fast food workers demand another minimum wage increase 4 months after $4 raise.
These people are unreal, dude. And you know what, by the way, you know who we all pay for? We all pay for that because this is true. What you want to know what the minimum wage is? See how much a value meal is. When minimum wage was $3.99, you get a value meal for $3.99. When minimum wage went to $7.99, you get a value meal for $7.99. Now minimum wage is $15. Value meal is $15.
Answer back. Bethany Frankel, 53, models revealing two-piece, claps back at haters, saying she's too old to wear a bikini.
I don't know who's too old or too. I mean, I'm 57, and I probably wouldn't put shots in the...
Hot to trot, Kanye's wife, Bianca, rocks sheer mini dress while shopping solo in Beverly Hills. This girl might as well just go out naked. My goodness
well,
gracious.
He apparently has a type.
Whew.
Yeah, his his previous wife there in the Coven. She's not afraid to
Good gracious, man.
go all see-through herself, I think. So, well, that's fantastic. That's brought to you, by the way. I don't know if they're proud of this. You'll be proud to get to know Doc Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. You'll feel a lot better. I'll have to see if there's any blowback for sponsoring New York City headlines this morning. 619-3609, IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. Not just here a spokesman, but a very happy
One more topic off the sports radar, but it's, again, why can't we just leave good things alone?
Okay.
When we're young children, when you have your little grandson, he'll start speaking soon, and you'll teach the little so-and-so how to his ABCs. Very important part of growing up. You got to learn the ABCs, and the best way to do it is learn through the song. Sure. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
We've all been there.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Be careful that they don't think LMNO is one word.
T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? However,
to the pool I will go pee.
Oh, I like that. However, we have come up with a new way to do it.
No, stop it.
Yes, we have. They're teaching them different now.
Why?
Yeah, they're teaching them different. I'm going to sing the new song.
Well, they
I
need
don't
to
like
tell
it.
Sesame Street. I had it on yesterday, and they were still doing old school.
I don't know. The kid's going to get confused here. He's going to start misplacing G's and P's.
By the way, they won't get confused. The most over-taught thing in history is ABCs. That one's pretty easy.
All right.
I mean,
says you.
You
were number 2 in your class. Maybe I thought it was hard.
I was number 1. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Valedictorian at
That's right.
Graduated
Graduated class 4. It don't matter.
Yeah. You always say Barinque.
What is the new way?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, I never will forget how to say the alphabet.
That's so stupid.
Come on, man.
It's dumb.
Who comes up
we
with
got
that?
it perfect. It can't be any more perfect than the old way.
Stupid.
It's perfect the old way.
Of course it is.
We've changed the pauses,
That's
Jeff.
dumb.
We can't say Y and Z. We got to say the last 3. X, Y, Z. Why?
No.
Why do we pause after N instead of O?
You know why? Because the idiocracy is here, and people now...
LMNOP. It's so simple. LMNOP.
They think LMNO's one letter.
LMNOP.
They think there's an N between Y and Z. The idiocracy has taken full bloom. Have you not seen what's around? By the way, I want to do a mea culpa. It was about this time yesterday, man, and the misinformation grabbed us good. But the story and the vitriol with which we talked about those boxers at the Olympics, the female boxers who used to be men and now as transgenders were beating the hell out of women. Yeah, it turns out that's not the case. They are born women, female body parts, chromosome checks, and so genetically maybe they have a chromosome difference from your average woman. But we can't use as the basis for all our decisions your body parts until it doesn't suit the argument. So apparently just masculine, strong women are dominating the Olympics and not girls that were men 6 months ago, which is kind of how it was presented yesterday. The facts have changed. My opinion has changed totally. And, again, we can't use as the barometer, and that seems to be in society right now, for what's in your pants. That's what you are. That's how you were born. That's what you are. So now you can't find them and say, whoa, wait, she's got a Y. She got elevated levels of this. If they're hers and they're natural, win or her.
Yeah, I said, it's too much scientific stuff for me to deal with.
But there was misinformation yesterday.
There was misinformation in terms of she was not born a man. I don't know if she's
nor the other one. There's 2 of them.
Transgender changes but she's not allowed to because of her country. I don't know enough of it, so she
understand this.
It's a tough spot. I don't think she should even be boxing either, though.
Well,
I just don't. But that's just me.
But again, the transgender there, this is different. She's not transgendering from man to woman. She's transgendering the other way. In other words, she's not trying to dumb down to beat up inferior. She's trying to step to the other side. Not that she would compete there. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But again, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and I don't know how. Do you take testosterone? How much testosterone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either. But I do want to say this. The vitriol of somebody, transitioning a year ago and now fighting women, like we've seen them allowed to do, not even transition.
Right.
I mean, they let guys tuck their junk into a swimsuit and race women. It's insane.
Understood.
That's not what is happening at the Olympics. It's more of an internal chromosomal genetic difference between a couple of athletes and the rest of their peers. Not that they've taken intentional steps to. So that's fair. And again, if we're going to use the be-all, end-all sign of if you're born with male body parts, you're a man. If you're born with female body, you can't then on the other side, because it doesn't work anymore, say that's not the standard, right? Anyway, to me,
Gibby, get me out of here.
Cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I wish I was cooling down from Jags football practice. The boys are tackling today, bringing it to the ground. We're doing some hitting out there, so hopefully they have a good practice, and hopefully they line up a couple times on 3rd and 1, and they just power it right through for a first down.
On the
first down.
On the field for you to see tomorrow 10 to noon at the stadium, so you got to get your tickets online for that. Well, they are free, but you can get online just to get checked in and do that. And then I'm going to say I saved the cool down to the very end. I didn't want any pushback or debate about it, but Atlanta has suddenly won 5 of 6 within 6 of the Phillies in the East, and big series to start this big trip for Philly. I've never completely given up. If they can go out there and go 3-7 for me, we might have a storyline.
You're lucky.
You too.
I'm out of time. No pushback. This is the drill. Have a great weekend, everybody.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Saluting right over left. Arms locked at the elbows. 1010XL, home of the Gators. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Daytona, always